That's extra pad which I added myself. And cleaning the other day, I noticed there was water leaking from this. So I guess that the cap at the top of it has come loose, and when it moves, there's water coming out. So I'm gonna fix that if possible. There you go. Sure enough, the water is coming from here. And this is a seal. So invert that. Three, four. Okay. This is the reason I had the extra padding. This comes from Team. Bought a pack of foam towels. Squares. Because even with that thing, I don't want to risk kicking through the padding here, this little steel thing here. That could cause a bone break. See if I can reattach it. Both like I'll be very like. No Georgie. This guy got a shower. I brought him to the bathroom and gave him a scrub with the natural apple soap. I don't believe in cheating, so I'm not going to be attacked. It's testosterone levels with perfumed soap before we fight. That's a joke, but his support. I use natural apple soap and a sponge to scrub me down and then rinse it off in the shower. So why is that doing? Well, previous training session I got a blood on it, and I've kicked it. So whatever is under my the sole of my foot has been put here. Bacteria, dust, dirt, things like this. So I cleaned it. Reduce the infection risk. Yeah, I guess I could wear this. You could have this as a shield. Practice punches. So this is gonna go on the hammer. should make a different or shower something. So we can get this together. Lights a little bit. Ta-da! Okay. Thanks. Go start training now. I also sent the link to my friend Edward on the email, and we'll see if he shows up. He has expressed an interest to do my live video, which means when I go live, I will send him a link. This is a double stream, multi-streaming. This is Rumble Studio, so I'm live to both Rumble and YouTube on my laptop, and then this is the phone stream. So there's two streams going to YouTube. Get to work. Doing elbow strikes and kicks. gonna do more kicks. Pause on these later. A bit of water here. Yesterday I was doing bone conditioning, holding my bones in bed. So I have a metal frame bed here, and I was laying on my belly here, and I had my legs, and I was hitting right on the edge. Oh no. Oh, it's weird. Gonna dry off. elbow strikes now. Maybe this is a bit. If I hit it hard, it will slide away. Try this angle. Left elbow strikes now. When I'm doing here for a left elbow strike, capture the neck and then pull into the left knee. Left elbow strike, left knee combo. Here. Bang. Wrap around the neck and then pull into the left knee. You can throw it right away, you can charge upward. 1, retract, 2. This one is what I must do. Double right elbow. Here. 1. At this angle. Here. 2. 1. 2. Got the knees, elbows. fast det är kapptjuking. Pressingkicken i sockerboll. This is malfunction. I'll take a short break. Let this soak in and go back off. Oh, I see. Edward. Oh, okay. Allow. Oh, okay. There you are. Remember what I told you. You have to turn on your microphone and the camera. So you have to click both the microphone better to the stream. Okay, I see you there. Just a minute. Just wait a second. I gotta get my headphones. I won't be able to hear you. I had this on the charge. Power on. Okay. Okay. Ed.
I'm here. Sorry, I had to go wash my hands.
Okay. Yeah, that's good to do.
Yes.
Yeah, I do it several times a day myself.
Here you did some training. Yeah, I got your email saying you were training.
Yeah. How long were you backstage before I noticed you?
Not too long. I mean, I was just going and checking in my other emails while you were
What? 3 minutes.
something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Not too bad. I did write like I'm gonna be doing a training stream. So in case you show up backstage and I don't add, you just wait a little bit. I'm likely to notice it. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here you might go live later tonight from somewhere, or
yeah, I'm live here. I'm live on YouTube and
okay.
I'm live on YouTube on my phone and
Okay.
From Rumble Studio to YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I saw Georgie was in the chat here before.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's a Tagalog nunchuck champion. Not 2001.
Oh, okay.
Champion. Tagalog nunchuck.
Right.
Yes, well, that's a joke.
Yeah.
I saw she had a video practicing with nunchucks. Okay.
Right.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm just finishing up some laundry, so
Yeah.
I just gotta like wait for the dryer to come out. I'll get that clothes out, put them in here, and I'll just fold those later. Oh, we got a little bit of, is that nunchucks? Looks like some nunchucks there. Oh yeah, looks like some nunchucks.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh yeah. No one's gonna mess with you now. Woohoo! Mess with you, they're totally dead. I wouldn't even want to mess with you with those guys. Oh yeah. You're more dangerous with nunchucks.
She's probably here.
Ooh.
Here, just to go around.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. got to do that to block the hit.
If you notice what I'm doing with my left hand, it's putting up a guard to protect myself.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
object
because it bounces
recoiling off
back.
and bouncing back at me. Yeah.
Right, yeah, so it's
don't
meant to
touch this at
bounce
all.
back, hit you, and then you have
Now
to.
these are training nunchucks and not weapon nunchucks. But still, like if you like get in your eye, like even a Q-tip going to
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
these are light wood, and they have just like a shoestring type of thing there.
Okay, so you have those are like nunchucks, but with string attached.
Yeah, they're yeah,
Like,
yeah, with strings attached. I would sell
yeah,
this as a product. So does not come with strings. That would be just two sticks.
right.
But these are training nunchucks and not weapon nunchucks,
Okay.
meaning I made them in a way where you can use them for coordination training, but they wouldn't be effective as weapons. I mean, if I would swing this hard enough to like make it be dangerous, this string will come off. Meaning, if you swing it, throws it like this,
Yeah.
generating a lot of momentum force, that it will come off. And they're
Oh,
also too light, and the wood is
right.
not dense, heavy wood. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Here's a guard. A lot of times I practice martial arts. It's the same thing. It's like you learn the skill of learning a skill,
Yeah.
which means it's like how do I train martial arts? It's the same thing for all kind of martial arts. If you do spears, knives, sticks, batons, Muay Thai, boxing, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's assuming a certain guard or stance,
Right.
and then attacking from that stance, and then maybe switching to another stance and then attack different from there. Like
Right.
off this position, what can I do from here, what can I go bang, and then bang, for example. It's the same process. It's like assume a stance, okay, what can I do from here? Well, I can go like this and then come around like there. What else can I do from here? Well, I can block something at 12 to 6 baton strike, for example, here. And then come around like this.
Oh, yeah.
I can assume this guard here. What can I do from this guard? Obviously, this attack is the obvious attack from this guard.
Yeah.
Stands here. Bang. Okay, here. What about if it hangs here? Well, I can go back here, recapture it. I could also go from beneath like this. Okay.
Oh, right.
So it's the same method, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. So, how you been, Ed?
Been good. Yeah, I just had lunch with Dylan today.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to.
Is that the guy? Is that the guy who used to help you run your streams?
Oh no, he. Are you saying him, the one that like accused me of stuff that wasn't true?
Yeah, didn't you have a guy who was kind of like Jamie, like somebody like running your streams, being somebody like putting all the graphics and everything?
No. Well, he's actually co-hosted with me.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's never accused me of anything that wasn't true, so he's cool.
Yeah.
I think you've seen him once. I think you've seen him before.
Okay, I have a guest on here, so this is my Rumble stream, multi-stream from Rumble to both YouTube and Rumble.
Right.
So if you watch this phone stream and you want to see, like right now, if you watch the phone stream, you just hear me talk, you're not hearing him talk. So on the computer stream that you can find on my homepage, you go back to, you watch this, you go to my channel, go to live, and you see two live streams, this one and then this one. So I'm having a live podcast here. So you can pick which one you want. Yeah. Okay. I gotta do some elbow strikes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh yeah. Elbow strikes can really do damage.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. I mean, a super hard one would really kill someone too.
It can.
Oh, yeah.
Like I told you, even like boxing, throwing punches in street fights, the outcome can be fatal.
Yes.
Meaning, if you're boxing somebody and I catch them in the jaw and the legs go out, so there's knockouts and knockdowns. But there's no loss of consciousness, knockdowns, which means you get hit and then your legs become spaghetti and you fall down.
Yeah.
A liver shot can get people to fall down too without losing consciousness. So there's knockdowns and knockouts. And knockdowns can be caused by a body shot, like a liver shot, for example, or being clipped so you don't go out and like go unconscious. but it's like your legs give out, okay, but it's remain conscious. And if you get hit, like okay, if we box each other in the street fight and you manage to get me, like clip me in the jaw, and I go, whoa, timber, okay, I fall over and hit the back of my head on the asphalt, or even on this like windowsill
Right.
marble thing that I have, that could definitely be fatal. Same as like if you stand here, find bang, 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 you get hit and you fall over sideways, and then you hit your head either on a countertop or a stove or a chair or the ground, you can die. So there's people that die in street fight from losing consciousness and going over. So it's not like the only thing you risk in a street fight is getting bruising and like a broken bone or a cut or something. So you risk dying.
Yeah, that's death.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know. Even people, this happens several times that people die in the ring in boxing.
Yeah. Yeah, like in what was it, Rocky 4, where
Well, that's a movie.
Well, yeah. Of course that is a movie, but I'm just referencing when in Rocky 4 when it was Apollo Creed's Carl Weathers' character Apollo Creed fought that the Russian guy Dolph Lundgren's character.
He's a Swedish actor, actually.
Of course, the Russian guy like basically killed him. Well, he knocked him. He like did some punch to him, and Creed was down on the canvas, and he did not get up at all. He was done. He was at it. He ended up dead. He ended up basically dead.
I showed you some elbow strikes before.
Yeah.
Pakistan is shadow boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes all it takes, like for self-training, is it's like you learn something new.
Yeah.
It's like when I was a kid, I got in a fist fight. My first fist fight, street fight, was before I was 10 years old, and I won it. Just walked up and punched the guy in the mouth. He's like, oh, wow. And he didn't want anything after. He was bullying me, one of my childhood friends. And like he and his brother and my sisters, we were like childhood friends. And they were like teasing me. And I just walked up on him and punched him in the mouth. And I didn't know his mouth, but he was bleeding. And he's like shocked, like this. And I guess, and so that's, it's like, I've been in a few scuffles, like violent stuff, but it's never been like that. Like I would like it to be a while. It was like one round, I hit him, I come back and stuff. But no, it's just one punch. So I walk up, punch him, bang, and he's like shocked like this. And then it's like, I guess he doesn't want anything anymore. Kind of like this. So now, when I was a kid, I knew how to throw punches. Okay. One thing, I started self-training throwing boxing punches before I was 10 too. When I was a kid, my mom and dad bought me a kid's punching bag.
Yeah.
It had the American flag, like a set with like the boxing gloves with the American flag, all the red, white, and blue, sun, and also a bag.
Yeah.
And I think partially was because I had autism as a kid and had like meltdowns. I'd be like mad and like act out. I guess my mom told me, if you feel like this, go hit the bag or something like this, or like kick a trash bag or something like this. Something like this. So I knew how to throw boxing punches. Okay, I learned how to throw hands, but I didn't have a concept of elbow strikes, which means I've been in a few fights. Like violent alterations, and I knew about like all I knew was like throwing hands, like grabbing, but I didn't like have the concept. I didn't know about Muay Thai, like the elbow strikes. Because like once I learned elbow strikes, all it can take like you see like a video of somebody throwing boxing punches, then throwing an elbow strike. It's like, oh, that's something else you can do with your arm. Say, like get the concept. And then it's like you see it once, like what it's doing, he's throwing here, and then you try it out. So it's like if you just do shadow box, it's like if I swing my elbow forward, it's like theoretically it could cause damage.
Yeah.
But if you apply it to impact training, that gives me real-time feedback of it's like, oh yeah, definitely. It's like that confirms this is an effective technique. For example, see? So it's like if I already seen it, like first time I see an elbow strike, and someone does an elbow strike, and I like do it in shadow boxing. What did he do at the video? I turn my head like it's a shadow boxing, my head. Be like, yeah, I think theoretically, like you move it like this into somebody's head, I feel like it could cause damage. But if you test it in impact training, that kind of confirms it. So it can help you to perfect your technique because you're having feedback of how much force you're generating. Right. Like what you feel, tactile sense as you're hitting something, and what you hear, and also how much the object is moving. Yeah. So you're getting feedback on like, if I try different things, I can sense right away. I can tell which elbow strikes are powerful. So if I try from here, Okay, see that's a certain amount of power. I can hear and feel and see how
Yeah.
much it's moving. And if I try something else, it's make more powerful. Well, I start from over here, put my head up, and then move in like this. See? And it's
Right.
like obviously I can feel that was harder, and
Right.
I can hear it's harder. I can see it's moving more. So
Yeah.
it's like real time feedback.
Yeah.
So if you're training something, you don't want to train only shadow boxing. So it's the same thing with knife fighting. When I
Mhm.
started training knife fighting martial arts kind of seriously,
Yeah.
uh, knives, you start with shadow box and stuff like this, and then after practicing shadow boxing, meaning in the air, you want to apply it to impact training eventually. Like if you're serious about improving, so you can learn techniques and stances and combinations from shadow boxing,
Mm.
but you want at some point to take it from shadow boxing to impact training.
Right.
What I mean by impact training is using the techniques and everything, hitting something,
Yes.
impacting with something, an
Gotcha.
object.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
That's good. Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Practically almost take the head right off of them.
yeah.
I mean, just by like what you were doing, looks like you just knocked his head off right there. Oh yeah, that would just knock the head off. Really?
I think it would be more in times past, in biblical times, when they
Yeah.
had Moses, things like this, where men had more testosterone and were similar to me in athleticism. It'd be more likely people would die in fist fights.
Hmm.
Like there'd be more men that were athletic and explosive enough to be able to more feasible that you die from the impact to your head of a
Yeah.
punch or stuff like this back then. If a man struggled with a man, something. So here's the point. Now we have more men. We have an epidemic of low testosterone. Most men have low T. Most men in the 20s and 30s have a testosterone levels like a 45-year-old. Okay, now we're getting specifics. So it's like estimations. But it's like, for sure, the average man has low T. So a lot of men in their 20s, 20, 25, let's say 25, had a testosterone levels that would be natural for a 45-year-old. And that translates to lower athletic ability, less explosive, less power, stamina, strength. That seems to make you a more effective athlete or fighter, like a warrior.
Yeah.
So here's the point. So it's not just the technique itself. Talk about martial arts. It's not just the technique itself. That is like when I was a kid and look at kung fu movies, you have more
Right.
you look at Jet Li or Jackie Chan movies, like a small guy
Yeah.
just kicking 30 people's ass. And
Oh,
it's like kind of like the technique centric. There's more
yeah.
of that kind of like fantasy mentality.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like Karate Kid stuff. It's
Hmm.
like this is small guy or like Ip Man, some like old guy. You know, like the 90s kung fu movies. It's like some old guy who's like gray haired and like old, but he can kick like 50 henchmen's
Oh
ass.
yeah.
So it's more like the secret technique. So it's like you have a handbook, it's like tiger claw or something like this, and then it's like the technique. You learn this technique, you can kick anybody's ass. When in reality, that it's more about it's not just a technique, but who's throwing it. So if you think
Yeah.
about it like this, if your grandmother was up here with us and I taught her like how to throw a jab, okay,
Hmm.
or anybody else taught her, it's like here's a way you can attack. It's like stand like this, move your hand straight forward with the knuckles in the head. Now, if Arnold Schwarzenegger did that here to me versus your grandmother, even if your grandmother has better technique, it might hurt more from Arnold Schwarzenegger doing it because he has like
Right.
more testosterone, more muscle, his
Yes.
bones are harder,
Strength too.
and the athleticism. So it's
Yes.
not just the technique; it's the athleticism,
Yeah.
meaning your cardio, your
Strength.
explosiveness, your strength. Yes. So it's like a balance of like proper technique coupled with
Power.
athleticism that makes a technique really
Right.
effective. So it's like a combination of both, which is why if you're serious about improving your martial arts skill, it's not just about the techniques, it's about how you live your life, your diet, fasting, like what I do, like
Yeah.
things that how I live my life to translate to being more effective in generating force and being able to throw punches for a long time without getting tired and being able to throw many high powered attacks without getting
Yeah.
fatigued and things like this. It's like diet, nutrition, things like this. So living my life in a way doesn't blow my testosterone levels.
Yeah.
So if you're uh, like old, tired, and not that strong, the techniques are not as effective. So basically, my point is this: it's the technique that's important, but
Yes.
it's also the athleticism. So
Right.
these two things, you don't want to like only focus on the technique. It's like
Yeah.
I'm gonna only train like the technique of throwing a jab here and like 10,000 times, and I'm like a master at that. But I'm not doing things to stay strong and healthy and have
Right.
cardio, so I really can do it at high power many times without getting tired. So
Right.
it's like the whole picture.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do know like a little karate, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yellow.
Karate has kicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a friend in high school train karate. One of my friends.
Oh wow.
I was Kyokushin Kempo.
Oh okay.
Yeah, we
You
also
still
did
you still do
sparring.
tempo or no?
Yeah, we did sparring together with like these eskrima sticks.
Okay.
Okay, like kind of like bamboo sticks and we fencing with.
Right.
So
Mm,
yeah,
yeah.
now, I've never gone to a karate gym, but it's like
Okay.
I'm not entirely unfamiliar with the system.
Uh,
I think some of karate is like using this wide stance and
yeah.
then here and then going kind of like this, right?
Hmm.
Like punching from the hip from like a wide stance. I
Yeah.
think that's a karate thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also like these side kicks, as they said,
Yeah.
used in karate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could get one of these. Now it's a little bit pricey, but if you're really like into martial arts, then you want to find something that you can do at home
Okay.
as a exercise form, kind of like what I'm doing. I could recommend one of these. It's like
Okay.
there's one way you could do it. You can get like a gym card and go to a gym and they have punching bags and all these machines. Or
Yeah.
if you're a guy that's like you like to train at home,
Yeah.
if you can invest, if you can get one of these, for example, that can go a long way for
Oh yeah.
training. Yeah.
Yeah. One of those like they call them punching dummies or.
Yeah, punching bobs is what I call them. A lot of
Okay.
times, if you search like Amazon to look for different options, you search Bob or martial arts Bob or Bob dummy or something like this, and
Yeah.
you find different options.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So what you were doing some I think earlier martial arts training or MMA or
Well, martial arts training, yeah.
okay. Cool. Yeah.
MMA is an acronym stands for mixed martial arts.
Mixed martial
So
arts. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
if I'm practicing boxing, I wouldn't say that I'm practicing MMA, but
Right.
since I'm practicing martial arts
Yeah.
and I practice a mix of martial arts, it's like true MMA. Okay,
Right.
it's a mix. It's boxing, Muay Thai, kickboxing, some grappling techniques.
Hmm.
I even do some wrestling training sometimes in this
Oh
dummy.
wow.
Sometimes sticks and knives and things. So it's a mix of martial arts.
Oh
Yeah,
nice. Yeah,
yeah.
I've heard a lot of actors who like. I think one Steven Seagal. I've heard that he.
Yeah, and he's infamous in the martial arts community, Steven
Oh yeah,
Seagal.
but
Yeah, he's
he
infamous more than he's
blends
famous.
he blends his style. Like I think he blends.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. He's infamous in the martial arts
And
community.
you know
He's
what's?
like a lol cow. You know what a lol cow is?
Yeah, I've heard the term.
Yeah, it's like a guy who's people are kind of like making fun of.
Oh
Okay, and there's quite a few of those on the internet.
yeah.
Now, he's kind of like the lol cow of the martial arts community.
Mm,
Now, it's kind of like a mixed reputation where some people are like diehard fans of him. You know, he's the ultimate badass. He could, if
yeah.
he was led into the UFC, he'd kill everybody. That's why they don't let him fight somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, if they let Steven Seagal into the UFC, he'll kill him with
Yeah.
somebody. It's like he'll do some karate shop and then
Kill him,
die
yeah.
or something like this. That's why he's not fighting because or something like this. Okay, so now here's another thing. There's some people that are like legit martial artists in the UFC that have Anderson Silva before he retired, for
Yeah.
example, and more recently Alex Pereira,
Mm,
Alex Potan Pereira, that has done like for public. I see the show up that like they're having Steven
yeah.
Seagal as a coach. Okay,
Mm,
but it's like a clip that shows up, and it's Steven Seagal and Alex Pereira, and it's like, hey, Steven Seagal is there, and he's got his dye beard and everything, and he's got a little piece of wood, and he goes like, I'm going to teach you a way to punch, Alex. That is like is more dangerous. It's like you don't hit like this. You just hit it like this, and it's holding up like a thing. And Alex Pereira looks like a monkey. It's like there's a clip of a monkey of this like David Attenborough next to a monkey that's right hand right now. So
Yeah.
I appreciate he actually looks like bewildered and kind of like into it. That's like the energetic sounds. It's like
Mhm.
it's like what is this guy? I guess his mind goes into student mode when he's had his experience before he shows up as a coach. He takes it seriously and it's like this guy has got to teach me technique. And it's like I'm here to learn, okay. So but whatever, he's not like haha laughing or something. But so he goes into student mode and it's like he goes like and then here's I gotta give you one of these. Here's a piece of wood, and then Pereira hits it like this. And it's like, does this guy have to be filming now or something like this?
Yeah.
Because it's like Steve Seagal is like, I guess it's like some of
Right.
these techniques are
Yeah.
so effective that it's like we don't want his competition to learn them too.
Right.
And another thing is like a joke. It's like if you shake Steven Seagal's head as a martial artist and you win a fight after that, he'll take full credit of it. It's like if I was a amateur boxer and it's a convention with Steven Seagal is there and he's like doing some kind of a demonstration and I go up like and he shows me one time like how to throw a punch. If I win that martial art after, he'd be like, yeah, I was working with this guy. I was his coach, and it's like after that he won the match. Like Anderson Silva, yeah, I taught him that kick. Okay, Anderson Silva won, and then Steven Seagal shows up being interviewed by this curly-haired woman, and he's like, yeah, I was training with this guy, and he's like, I showed him just that kick. When you have your match, you go out there, you throw like just like I showed him he did it. Okay,
Yeah.
he's like he takes full credit. Okay,
Yeah.
so.
That's the goal for you.
I think it can be a little bit of like a kind of like half a joke. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't really think that the martial artists are thinking that it's going to make a huge difference to have like a 15-minute coaching session with Steven Seagal
Yeah.
or something like this. So Steven Seagal is infamous
Yeah.
about as much as he's famous. So it's like he's got a reputation being an asshole, first of all, in
Yeah.
Hollywood, of kicking herding stuntmen,
Mhm.
for example. Like he would like actually like try to hurt bully people. If he's got a fight scene with some smaller guy, maybe hurt him or something like this. Here's the point. And also for being like fake, okay, like overestimating. So with the judo, for example, judo is a legit martial arts aikido things like this. But what he does, it's like part of the demonstration of that style is it's the people that have the job of kind of getting the ass kicked. So it's like a lot of that is like there's a guy there and it's like okay they come at him like 30 people in the dojo come at a guy and he just goes and everybody's like falling over and part of it is like they're flowing they're letting themselves be defeated. Okay,
Right.
they're not really. Okay, it's
Not
like
really
Steven
trying.
Seagal grabs the head and then somebody falls down like this. Okay, and that's not really what we can expect
No.
in real life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Wesley Snipes, he's a real life martial artist, I've heard.
Yeah, I saw a clip the other day actually. YouTube made it show up Wesley Snipes from Blade. Okay.
Yeah, he's
And it
legit.
was the scene where Blade was up against the wall and there's like a room full of henchmen there, the vampires. And then one of them's like, I got his pig sticker, meaning like his blade, okay?
Yeah.
Ha 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 ha. And then it's like last. And then, there's like spikes come out of the handle of it. And the guy's like, ah. And then another guy comes, puts a stake in around here. And then somebody else comes through. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I saw a clip recently. This Blade, Wesley Snipes. I think it was Wesley Snipes that went to prison for tax evasion because
Yeah.
he saw some videos on sovereign citizens of like
That's
this.
what I heard. Yeah.
So there's some people that are like con artists, and they make like courses. It's like, hey, here's the secret truth. Okay, it's like you can learn the skill of driving without a driver's license, and the cops can't get you, and you don't have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
It's like an anti-lawyer. It's somebody teaches you how to go to prison, but they go on a run of feeling safe for a while. Okay, what is it for? Okay, it's like empower you with the confidence, false confidence of like, oh, I don't need a driver's license. And we start driving without a driver's license. And somebody told us that if the cops pull you over, it's like this. I'm not driving, sir. I'm operating a motor vehicle. Okay.
Yeah,
like
right.
Like a lot of it is like some kind of wordplay. It's like, well, I'm traveling in a non-horse carriage or something like this. So it's like, but no, you're driving, sir. You need a driver's license. I'm not driving. I'm transporting myself in a non-horse-drawn carriage. Okay?
Right.
See, and then like they figure out pretty quick that it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, Wesley Snipes, he's a third-degree black belt.
in what?
Karate.
Okay.
I think karate, and I know he's got one. Well, what the deal is? I heard he bought his third degree black belt just for
Uh-huh.
like Blade films. What I heard, and yeah, and he like tried to buy off the ATA, saying like, okay, well, you give me my third degree black belt, and hell, I'll do private shows for you guys. And they're like, oh no, screw you, we ain't gonna do that. So that's why I heard a lot of people don't respect Wesley Snipes when it comes to the martial arts. That's
Yeah, but Wesley Snipes, in Blade, that's a good movie. Okay.
oh yeah, I've seen them all.
I'd say I haven't watched it in a while. I
Oh,
saw a
it's good.
clip from the movie, but it's like I remember it was one of these movies that, as a teenager, it's like it was really
Oh
cool.
yeah, Blade is
Yeah.
awesome movie. I've seen it. It's
Hmm.
good.
And I think Blade is a half breed, so it's like half vampire, half man, right?
What did it? Basically Wesley Snipes plays the role. He's like a vampire hunter in that,
Mm-hmm.
and I think there's a second one, Blade 2, where he's a vampire hunter, but there they have like these vampires that can like jump up and like leap on you and get you. They're like, I guess you call them
Okay.
super vampires or something. But I think that's in like 2 or 3 they do that.
Okay.
But yeah, but Wesley Snipes in the Blade films, he played a vampire hunter, so he was a good guy
Mhm.
playing a vampire hunter.
So
Yeah.
here, I show you another elbow. We did some before. This is a more
Oh yeah,
advanced one. The ones we practiced shadow boxing last time were
right.
simple, more simple. It's like you start here. What can you do from here? Well, you can move your arm up like this, and it's an
Yeah,
elbow strike. Okay, like you start just move this up, and that's an elbow strike. From here, turning and going like this, that's another elbow
yeah,
strike, and then like this, that kind of more from the side. Okay.
yeah.
And I'm not saying that's the best way to throw them, but that's how I throw them, and they
Right.
are effective. Okay, they hit
Yeah.
hard. So that's the point. Um, Another one that's a bit more advanced is attack with elbow like this. This is not a way to attack with elbow. From
Okay.
here, okay, look what I'm doing here. And I'm attacking with the bottom of it. So instead of from
Right.
here, I can go here.
Right.
I can also go turn and then attack with the bottom
Oh
here.
yeah.
See here. So I'm impacting like this rather than like this.
There.
There's another way to attack. And if it goes like to the middle of the face, the mouth or the nose, it can really hurt. Or the overall.
Or
So I
yeah.
like to throw it kind of here and then straight down 12 to 6.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could get one of these. Now, it's a little bit of an investment, so it depends like how important, like how into martial arts practice you are.
Right.
Okay. Well, okay, I'll show it again. So here, see there, and that can also hurt
Yeah.
right there.
Oh yeah.
And that this can cut, it can break balls. It's bad. See there, and it's coming to the nose, and I'm going at 12 to 6, coming down here.
Yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
can also go more from the side,
That's a nosebleed.
from
Right?
here, and I'm turning around and then coming from the side more like this.
Oh yeah.
And it could be to the temple over bone side.
Okay. Yeah.
So, like this.
Yeah.
I saw a clip show up the other day, like doom scrolling. So it's like sometimes I see things that show up. Okay.
Yeah.
It was a Muay Thai match.
Mm.
Was it somebody's Instagram? I follow martial artist possibly. I saw a clip show up where the guy did a powerful right elbow strike. I don't know if it was Raw 10 won championship of this, but they showed in slow motion. Like almost the guy got scared. It looked like that created like a huge gash. Up
Oh yeah. I got
here.
bleeded blood.
Yeah, and blood. So
Oh yeah.
So the most powerful attack that doesn't land doesn't do anything. So it's not just like how much power you can generate, but having technique that makes it likely that you can actually land your strikes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So speed goes into that, obviously, because
Oh,
in a real fight, the guys I like to stand still here and wait for me to deliver.
yeah,
I
yeah, they're
go
gonna move.
here, I'm charging up, okay, and I'm gonna hit you with something, and the chances he's gonna be standing just like that if I do
Yeah,
that
you're leaving
slow
yourself open.
are very low. So if I go, see, that's fast. See, so the
Yeah.
speed, swiftness is important.
Yes.
If I'm fast enough, I can land something with a charge up. See,
Oh yeah.
so if I go like here and I go start moving my arm here slowly
Oh
to
yeah.
land this,
Yeah,
it's like
you're
he's
leaving
not like
yourself
to
open.
be there. He's gonna do something to protect himself.
Yeah.
So if I'm fast, that's faster. That's more likely, even with like okay, that's faster and it's more likely to land. Like if I'm
Right.
standing there looking and suddenly throw that, it's fast enough we could land. Okay.
Yeah.
Also depends on who you're fighting. If you'd be fighting like a pro UFC fighter or Muay Thai artist or like an average Joe. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from here, what's another thing we can do? Obvious attack
Yeah.
is hit from here,
Arm strikes.
turn left elbow strike here,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
move this up here,
Oh.
and this could be a setup.
Mm-hmm.
Both blinding him, putting something, getting him off balance, and this could be a setup. If he's moving backward from this, I can keep walking with him. But what I want to do is deliver the power right elbow. So here, one, this.
Oh
Okay. And
yeah.
if they're moving backward from this here, I can stop and fall after them, push forward, and then explode into it. I can even do like a
Right.
jumping thing.
Right.
So setting up strikes and doing things, it's not just about the technique. Like you can do it slow. It's like the speed is important. Swift
Yes. You gotta have speed.
Like from here, see there.
Yeah.
Like if I'm standing like this, and it's like there's some drunk guy against like, hey, you mother. Most people they're not gonna see that coming. They don't
No,
have
they won't.
that can end the fight right there on the chin.
Oh yeah.
It's not forced enough position where if I can land on somebody's jaw, a lot of people they will go down.
Yeah.
And then you get knocked out from that. So that from here, see here. And that actually hit kind of at the tip, it slid down and went to the neck, so I could feel a little bit of pain there. So here.
Yeah.
Fighting tall opponents, overhand right can work.
Yeah.
If I'm here, and I do an overhand can work.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like elbow strikes. My favorite techniques
Yeah.
to practice.
Yeah. I also seen you do like with the palm, like when you're about to throw here, and then you go like that.
Yeah. The palm strikes, yeah.
Yes.
Palm strikes.
I've
Yeah,
seen
palm
those.
strikes are good. Palm strikes are good.
Mhm.
If you want to be able to throw in a street fight and like throw hard shots to the head and things like this, like calm or things like this,
Yeah.
you really want to condition your knuckles.
Yeah.
Okay. And practice hitting something against resistance because you don't have wraps and gloves. So it's like hitting something that's not as hard as a human cranial necessarily, but almost. Okay.
Mhm.
It's giving me training where I can be like, sometimes if I hit a certain way, it will fold. Okay. So it's like you're learning the skill of hitting without wraps and gloves. And you learn like what works and what hurts and what plays cuts. And basically you can get better at bare knuckle fighting by practicing throwing bare knuckle
Yeah.
in impact training. This also gives me feedback because I can feel where my impacts are landing.
Yeah.
If I end up hitting with the fingers
Mm-hmm.
instead of the knuckles, the raw
Yeah.
knuckles, I can feel that. Okay.
Right.
So it could be adjusted. I saw a punch and I hit raw, adjusted.
Okay.
Yeah, so elbow strikes and palm strikes are good for street fighting, self-defense.
Yeah.
If we would be fighting each other, which is unlikely, but like
Yeah.
if you're in the room right now and I wanted to hurt you, and you need to defend yourself. If you start throwing like punches, like hard punches to my cranium,
Yeah.
you risk breaking your hand as you're hitting
Right.
me in the cranium, and I might not get knocked out. Like if you throw a punch, and especially if it lands here or something like this, I don't get knocked out, but you can break your hand. And like, oh,
Right.
this is out of commission, you can't punch anymore. So palm strikes and elbow strikes are good for like self-defense.
Yeah.
Because with a palm strike, you don't have the padding of your knuckles.
Right.
Okay, it's just bone. Okay, now
Yeah.
if you have your hand like this in the palm strike, you have muscle padding. So there's padding
Yeah.
here, and you can still deliver concussive force to the head,
Yeah.
meaning rattle the brain. So how knockouts are caused is by the brain moving inside the cranium,
Mm-hmm.
like it's shaking, like turning, like bouncing around inside the cranium more or less. So
Right.
like you're hitting, delivering energy to the head, which means you could cause a knockout by like getting somebody's head and then like shake a baby on that. Like theoretically, you get somebody in their cranium, we go push back and then do this,
Right.
like Q contra Q, like a whiplash. We go
Yeah.
back and like this. Like theoretically, if you go, you can cause a knockout by shaking somebody's head fast enough
Absolutely.
without delivering like a
Right.
impact, like shaking it, rattling it,
Right. Right.
and then
Right.
the head moves around.
Yeah.
So the point is this: I explained to you how a knockout happens. It's like it's the brain moving inside the cranium.
Right.
So there's many ways to skin a cat. So one way I can shake the brain inside the cranium, like make the brain move violently inside the
Mm-hmm.
cranium, is that is only with knuckles like this. I can hit with the side like that too.
Oh
With
yeah.
here with this part, and
Right.
I'm still delivering force to the head that moves it. Okay. Another way, obviously, elbow strikes can have the same
Yeah.
effect, especially if you have an elbow strike that lands
Right there.
on the jaw
Yeah.
here.
That's damage
Yeah,
right there.
and knees and things like this. So there's different things you can do and aim to do with techniques. It's breaking bone, causing bleeding,
Mm-hmm.
and knocking people out.
Right.
So I cause a knockout, loss of consciousness,
Yeah.
and you can aim to cut your opponent. So elbow strikes create cuts and gashes a lot of
Oh
time.
yeah.
So if you look at Muay Thai and things like this, it's like maybe there's 100 elbow strikes landed, but none of them are knocking somebody out. And
Yeah.
people get more. There's more statistically, you have a higher chance of knocking somebody out by kicking them in the head than
Yeah.
hitting them with an elbow strike
Yeah.
or boxing punches. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that none of these don't have the potential to cause knockout, but most knockouts in a Muay Thai match are
Oh yeah.
caused by a kick or a knee or something like this. I
Mhm.
had to look at the statistics, but at the kicks, I would be confident to say that like most in a sport like Muay Thai, there's been more knockouts caused in Muay Thai fights
Oh,
by kicks to the head than anything else, like
and
elbow
also I know
strikes or
using knees in Muay Thai.
yeah, knees. I would think
They can.
kicks one, knees two, and maybe punch and elbow strikes number
Yeah.
three. Yeah.
I've seen some.
One of the things is your legs
Oh yeah.
are more exercise. You walk around your whole life since you're a boy. Walk around. You don't walk around on your hands. Understand? So you
Oh.
have more daily activity exercising in
Hmm.
your legs. Okay.
Right.
Also, it's longer, so distance acceleration equals power. So it's like if I'm here hitting you, there's a certain amount of force I can generate. Like if I stand over here, step in and then throw it,
Right.
there's more uh, acceleration happening, and this is
Right.
moving faster when it impacts. Okay, so basically the speed of it.
Yeah.
So with a
Technique,
leg,
strength.
it
Yeah.
goes all the way from down here
Oh yeah.
up here. So
Oh yeah. Yeah.
yeah, same thing with the arm. Like if I move my arm from here, a clothesline,
Oh yeah.
from down here to here, I can hit really hard.
Oh
More
yeah.
hard than if I throw the clothesline from here.
There. Yeah.
So the more distance
More
you
power.
cover, the more distance you cover with your attack,
Oh yeah.
the more force you can generate typically.
Oh yeah.
Which is why the Bruce Lee thing where he had like the 1 inch punch
Oh
was
yeah.
so impressive because it's like,
Yeah.
typically you need to have some space to generate force. Okay, and he will hold it like this and then go like this and then generate some force. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen a lot of Bruce Lee's films. I mean, that guy was like one of the fastest around. Like back when he was like living, there no martial artist alive would even could even beat him.
And notice what I do with the left. I like to put something in front here,
Yeah.
which is limiting the attacks. If
Yeah.
I stand in front of this person like this, there's a lot of options to attack me. If you think I'm standing here, he doesn't have his hands up in a guard. Now I can imagine this guy with his hands here, and I could go in between and attack like that, for example.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't have a guard up, the head is open. Up from here, there's a lot of things I can do. Punch straight, because there's nothing in between his jaw and my straight punch.
Yeah.
It's just open space. I can go through here. I can go like overhand left. I can do elbow strike here.
Right.
Now, if the hands are up there, that complicates things. That can make it harder to land certain techniques.
Yeah.
So if you think about it in the other perspective, it's like if I want to make it hard to land certain things, there's different things I can do with my hands.
Right.
And obviously you can move your head too. So like here, for example, you could do that, see? And this could be, for example, something coming this. Let's say this person throws this here. What could I do to make that miss me? I could do this, see?
Yeah.
And it comes over, now I can just take that one or something.
Right.
So, yeah.
Those are some very interesting moves there.
Yeah, if like in the phone stream, I'm still doing a podcast, so if you want to go hear both sides of the conversation, you've been just hearing me talking, because his voice is in my headphones. So if you watch the phone stream and not hearing him, you just hear me. Anyway.
That was good.
That right there would be a break overball. I can sense what the attack would do as I connect them with it.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, sometimes I throw a punch like this, and I'll be like, well, if that lands on my rib cage, I think it'll break my rib. That's it. Like, you can get a sense of what the attack would, what type of effect it would have on a human.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Look at this here. From here.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Combos from here now.
Oh, yeah.
This will be more powerful than the left. If
Right.
I go from here, punch, left. Now, this is going to be more powerful if I can snap into, especially here. See, and turn my body with it here.
Oh, yeah.
So from here, it's mostly turning the arm.
Yeah.
Here. Okay, here. Mm-hmm. This becomes more powerful. Bang.
Right.
And I'm turning. So it's shoulder rotation and hip rotation.
Oh, yeah.
So from here, look here. There's more of this going.
Yeah. And that's where your power. Yeah, that's where your power.
I got it. So.
Hey, there go your headphones.
Yeah.
But I say you're getting more power. So it's right here. That's where the power's coming. So when you go from here and then boom, that's where your power's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you could literally kill somebody with
yeah, you like the lethal, the potential lethality effect of certain techniques. I noticed that.
Yeah.
Because I like that. We talk about fighting techniques like that could kill somebody. So I like your mentality. Okay, I like your thinking. They say it's not just about looking cool. It's like this could possibly really kill someone. So it's like that means it's effective. You're interested in effective techniques that could really do something and not just kind of look cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Like honestly, like the stuff you're doing, I'm like, this dude could literally kill somebody.
Well, you could also kill somebody too. There's things that makes it more likely to kill somebody. Okay. So yeah.
Yeah, I know like a few moves.
So martial arts is what? It's practicing for self-defense. So when you're going to use it, it might be you have to kill the other person to not die yourself.
Right.
Okay. So, yeah.
So it's like I use it if my life is threatened, someone attacks me, I'm going to defend myself, use whatever martial arts I have to.
Yeah.
If I have to like take my foot, like this foot here, and they attack me, if I have to go try and go for their kneecaps, I could like
Yeah,
go their
yeah,
kneecap, break them.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I like to call that move the ace of spades. Take the foot. Put
Okay.
yeah.
Have you heard about John Jones and his oblique kicks? He likes to target the knee area with them.
I've never heard. I have to
Okay.
test.
Yeah, you can kick people's knees. Definitely.
Wow.
Yeah, let's do a little bit of that.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
turn off
be
the
right back. Let
camera
me go
so you
check.
can keep watching this
I'll be back.
go to my channel homepage and you can see it if you want to see. What happened to Ed? Did he disappear? I think he might have lost his internet connection, or is he still there? It went black, Ed. So here, this is the technique I was talking about here. You kick to the knees like this. Unintentional green screen activation. So here, you can kick to the knee like this. Simple. You can kick down too. So it becomes up here, kick down. Ed,
Yeah, I'm
I'm
back.
gonna end this.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah. You just for a moment I thought you might have had some
Sorry.
problem.
Yeah, I'm back. Oh yeah. Woo. Whoa.
If you catch it like that in the temple and still captures, it'll be bad.
That's good. I don't know if I could do that, but I could do like a
Yeah. So I got 828 views already on the phone stream. That's not bad.
Oh, nice.
I just ended it. After I ended, it tells me the metrics.
Okay, so it tells you all the okay.
I got 3 new subscribers from the stream.
Oh, nice.
17 peak concurrents, which means at most for this, I was live for what? Around an hour. Okay.
That's not
At
bad.
least an hour, I'd say. I got 828 views in total, and I had 17 viewers at the same time at
Okay.
most. 3 new subscribers, and total chats 10.
Okay.
I have it set so people had to subscribe to my channel to comment. So.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm very impressed. Yeah, but you get 3 subscribers. That's pretty good. You're doing well.
So, do you have? Do you like to keep your TV on?
Oh yeah, just to see what's on. But if there's nothing on, I can always shut it off. So
Yeah.
and I'll just shut it. Just all it's on is golf, and I'm like, my brother-in-law plays golf. I don't.
Yeah, golf is not really a sport that I'm excited about.
Yeah, like I said, my brother-in-law plays it.
Okay.
But
Yeah, so I guess you like to join me as a guest, or you wouldn't be showing up.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind.
Whenever I'm available, I'll definitely come over.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's like you've been annoying me and irking me, and maybe I've irked you and annoyed you too. So we're human, and both of us have a sin nature. So it's never going to be completely super easy to get along with somebody. So a lot of times in life, it depends on who is worth putting the effort to get along with and who's not.
Right.
Because if there's anybody going to be friends with them or anything else, it's like who's worth the effort of trying to get along with them. Because unfortunately, there's going to be times where it's hard to get along with people. So it's like, at least for me, it becomes like who's worth putting the effort to spend time with and get along with them.
Yeah.
And try to make it work with.
Yeah.
Like if you have people that are compatible with you as a friend or whatever the relationship would be,
Mm-hmm.
it's less work to make it work. Like it's less effort to try to make something work.
Yeah. Like you and I, we get along pretty well at times, so
Yeah,
there's no issues.
yeah.
Um,
Most of the time, yeah. It's been a few times.
yeah, like I said, but it doesn't happen much.
No,
That's the
and
good.
a lot of it is too that I'm told individuals. I'm told with the gang stalking persecution
Yeah.
program. You've
Mhm.
heard about that before. I've
Oh
talked
yeah,
about
you
that.
told me it's I think you told
Yeah,
me like it's daily. I think you're saying.
yeah. It's start you stop being targeted and it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
So here's the point: being harassed daily for years and years, it's gonna have a destabilizing effect on you.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
It's gonna make it harder for you to keep your composure. Like if there's a program working to drive you insane and
Mhm.
harass you and hurt your mental health and stress you out and directly attack your body, like obviously it's gonna make it harder for you to
Yeah.
be a calm, cool, collected,
Hmm.
reasonable person all times. Okay,
Yeah.
because that's the whole point. Now, being a Christian, things that normally would be impossible can be possible, and
Right.
things that would be really hard can be a lot less hard with God's help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I know why you're a targeted individual. You know a lot of things. That's what makes you dangerous.
But I'm not. It's like I got it tired with like if I make videos about this, sometimes people are like, why would you be targeted or something like this? I don't have to get into why I'm targeted. So
Right.
it's like I am targeted. See, it's like
Yes.
I don't have to sit and like prove and talk about why would I be targeted or something like this.
Right.
I am targeted, so I make videos tell people I'm targeted.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get this defensive where I gotta feel like if I talk about being
Yeah.
targeted, I have to make
Tell
the
the
case
story.
every time why I would be targeted and how that makes sense. The truth is I'm targeted.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And I know that about you. You are a targeted individual.
And it's like yeah, you can look at things. It's
Hmm.
like this daily movie, for example. I use that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like when I'm getting into that, explaining why I would be targeted. Well, for example, I'm a person that ends up being hard to control. The average person is easy to control. The average person is not problematic to the satanic deep state Illuminati that controls stuff from behind the scenes. And they don't really have the potential to. So people are problematic, hard to control, know things that the Illuminati don't want the masses to know. There's different reasons. I don't like to get into it too much. I started getting tired about kind of like explaining why I would be targeted.
Yeah. I think I pretty much know why. So yeah, I think you've told me why. I think you've told me the story why. So I'm like, okay, I already know.
Some
I just
targets never
tell
know.
anything
Some
else.
targets never know. So I'm not gonna have this like I had to prove why I'm targeted or convince people why I would be targeted. I'm
Mhm.
targeted. Period. That's the truth. Okay.
Yes.
I don't have to get into why.
No, you
Okay.
don't. I think you,
Some targets have been targeted for more than 5 years and they never get to a point where it's like they
right.
have cleared on why they're targeted.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, you've said to me that you are a targeted individual. I believe you. You are.
Yeah, that's good. I
I mean,
also told you the gospel you believe that. So
yep.
possibly you have uh, above baseline receptivity to the truth
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
Okay. Possibly for this or that reason you're more receptive to truth.
Yeah. Yeah. And if there's people saying like, "Oh, Mike's not a targeted individual," I'm like, yeah,
It's
he is. Watch his stuff. He'll tell you. It tells the story.
people that don't want to see the truth are not going to see it.
Yep.
No matter how much effort you put in trying to convince people, people don't
Yeah.
want to see the truth are not going to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. See, like me, I already know the truth. You're a targeted
Yeah.
individual. I already know. You've said it to me.
So
Yep, he is. I tell people like,
speaking
trust me.
speaking of truth, that a lot of people have a hard time believing. What do you think about 9/11?
About 9/11.
Yeah,
I mean, it was one of the real sad events. I'm sure people.
yeah. Then I believe it was the satanic deep state that did it.
Yeah,
Meaning they lied to you for sure. It's like the official story. The official narrative of 9/11 doesn't make any sense. It's a lie.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I didn't eat since waking up, as usual. So I'm doing omelette today. Yesterday I took a cheat day.
Okay.
I wrote that to you in an email, kind of making small talk. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yesterday I went to the corner store and bought some ice cream and candy and pigged out. Okay. And the rare occasion. And I thought about it. After that, I thought about it. It's like, you know what? Maybe next month I skip it. I thought about that.
Yeah,
But maybe next month I won't. Maybe next month I won't do. Maybe I'll try. Maybe next month I'll go the whole month without a cheat day.
yeah,
Without even one. We'll see.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
I said, you notice differently. I don't say like when you're saying. I know good luck gets. I'm not. No, I'm not saying it for real. I'm just giving an example. I'm just using it as a example. I'm
Yeah,
not.
it's one of these things where it looked like you might be targeting me.
Oh,
Okay.
saying good luck. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's certain. If you're targeted, there will be false positives. Okay, and um, at this point, I'm counting it as a false positive. When you wrote something in email and it looked to me like you might be targeting me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No,
So,
but I was saying, did you notice a difference that I did not say?
yeah. The thing is this: the program targets you. So
No.
I'm a target individual, and part of the target is people will get recruited. People that I'm acquainted with online or friends in real life or whatever. If I would be out here having
Yeah.
people I spend time with, there is effort to get agents into your life. Either people are already in your life, recruited them to start targeting you, or to maneuver people into your life that are agents. Okay, to start targeting you with what so-called narcissistic always abuse tactics. So subtle psychological warfare. So you will feel harassed and messed with. Okay,
Right.
and there's certain ways that they target you, sensitization things where it could be like they start having people targeting you using a certain word around you, a certain color. It's like a theme of harassment. Okay,
Yeah.
and now and then it can happen that somebody is not an agent that does something that looks like they could be targeting for the program. Okay,
Right.
so that's called a false positive.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you wrote something that looked not like a normal thing to say, out of place, and the thing that you said was something that the program has used to harass me before. Gathered people to say this, okay, use this. So we don't have to get into that. You brought it up, and I don't know if there's a point in us talking about it
No, I was just
anymore.
using an example. I was
Yeah.
bringing an example. That's all. I wasn't doing this to target you. No.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's why I said it was a false positive. Do you understand what a false positive is?
Yeah, I think you just kind of told me. It was like
Yeah,
saying,
maybe it's 1 out of 100 times I feel like somebody's messing with me and they're not, and I'm wrong, and that would be a false positive. You understand?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, because I saw your email saying that you're doing like 10.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it anymore because it becomes problematic. It's pointless to bring it up.
Yeah, I don't want to have any problems. So,
No,
but
I gotta keep streaming. I gotta keep making videos.
yeah, you got to get those watch hours.
I don't care too much about the watch hours. I'm not monetized. I don't make money from
Oh,
views. Yeah,
I thought you. Oh, that's right. You're not looking to get monetized. That's right. You're not.
I'm not monetized. So
Oh, so you're not even looking
yeah,
to do it. So okay, gotcha.
I gotta change the title.
Hmm.
Mike's a live podcast with guest Edward. What do you want to be called if I have you as a guest?
Well,
If
hey,
if I have you as a guest on my live stream and I name it Mike's a live podcast with guest what Edward or Edward the trash talker Edward?
Well, well, if you want Edward the Trash Talker, I can always go in and you can do Edward the Trash
No,
Talker.
no, I'm just wondering, what do you want to be
Either or,
referred
Edward the
to?
Trash Talker's fine, or Edward's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Either or. I ain't gonna be
Okay,
upset with
it's-
you. I mean, your show, so.
Yeah. So, what do you have any goals?
Well, goals in life. I mean, right now, like I said, I'd like to try to hopefully make enough money, retire from my job, and then hopefully go YouTube full time. I'd love to try to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get back into streaming, but I got to do it the right way. Right now, I don't want to take risks on coming back and then someone accuses me of something that ain't true. I mean, not like because there are people who have done it. I'm not saying I'm not going to release names.
Okay.
Because I mean, you said, yeah, don't use their handle names up here. So I'm like, I'm not going to say their names. And I would say one you've probably seen.
Yeah, it's like small minds talk about people, great people talk about ideas. So I'm not too interested and excited about talk about some loser on YouTube that one time 6 months ago said you were an idiot or something like this. I'm more interested in talk about self improvement, how to grow as a Christian, principles of masculinity, how to enhance your lifespan, things like this. Okay, rather than kind of like, this guy Lou, who was a guest on my channel 12 months ago, was mean to me or something like this. It's like it's like it's not that interesting to me as a topic of discussion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been reading the Bible?
When I get a chance to, yeah. I did read the Colossus thing.
Colossians.
Yeah, I did read that.
Yeah.
That's
Colossins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Colossians.
I did read that.
Yeah. What did you get out of it? Do you feel like it was what did you feel like? Think.
I mean,
What did you get out of reading it, if anything?
I mean, it's like educational. It's very it's interesting. It's a very good read.
Yeah.
There's knowledge in there. A lot of.
It's the word of God.
Yes.
Yeah.
Feel like
unto
God,
the word of God, we do well to take heed as unto a light shining in a dark place.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like God was like kind of talking to me while I was reading it. Like, yes, read this.
Well, that's good. Okay. If you speak to the truth, that is exactly the intended effect. That when you read the Bible, that you feel like this is God talking to me. Okay, because that is what it is.
Yeah.
The word of God. That's the Bible is God's word to man. So if you're a man reading the Bible, God is speaking to you.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I feel
if
like
that's
any of those
how you
things-
feel, like that's your experience, you read the word of God, you feel like this is God talking to me, like this, I'm reading the word of God. You're right, okay, and that's good if that's how you feel.
Oh yeah, I feel that way whenever any type of like excerpts you email me and I read them. I feel like yes, God is speaking to me.
Yeah.
Reading
How
this.
do you feel about your and mine relationship with Christian brothers and friends? Okay, so one, I would say with friends,
Yeah.
online friends. Two, with Christian brothers.
Yes.
So how do you feel about our relationship?
Hey, it's great.
Okay.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Sometimes I can be kind of irritated and things like this.
Yeah.
I can be kind of like, I don't like when you say that. So I know that I'm not always the easiest person to get along with.
Yeah.
But I'm a good friend to have.
Yeah, you are.
People that get to be friends with me, they benefit from it.
Oh yeah.
Now, part of how much a person is going to benefit from another person, it depends on how willing you are to um,
Put the effort in.
benefit from them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
it's like, let's say if you're here and we're training martial arts, and
Mhm.
it's like I'm wanting to help you to grow to get better at throwing punches. If
Yeah.
you don't care, and it's like I don't, you're not that into it and get better at throwing punches. No
Yeah.
matter how good I am at teaching, you're still not gonna grow a lot. Do you understand what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
But I use martial arts for defense only.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess you use it for more. Okay, so you train it for the potential self-defense use.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you say you use it for martial arts, it sounds like you're constantly like using it or something like this. Okay,
Yeah.
but I guess what you mean is you're training it
Yeah.
for self-defense as a potential.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So in
like
case if someone was stupid enough to attack me, yeah, I would know how to defend myself.
yeah.
But likely I have not had to like use it or anything.
The
But
horse is prepared for the day of battle, but
yeah,
victory belongs to the Lord, or something like this.
I
There's Bible
train it
verse
to
about
also
this.
prepare.
So here's the thing: ultimately, you should look to God for safety and protection.
Yes.
Yes, but every man should be able to be interested in being able to defend himself and loved ones, etc. So I believe that martial arts is something that every man should be interested in, at least at some
Yeah.
part of his life. I
Uh-huh.
believe that's core masculinity. Part of being a man is. Do you understand? It's like
Yeah,
this.
I see what you're saying.
I believe that's part of being a man, like a healthy man, is you should be interested in self defense and martial arts and being
Okay.
strong things like this. So that's part of core masculinity. The man is the protector.
Right.
So a woman is the weaker vessel. So a man's role is to be a protector, a defender.
To the woman.
Um, yeah. So in case you would find a wife, like God willing, like if you wanted to have a wife, and okay, you get to a point where like you find a wife, okay, that you want to be what she wants to be with you, and you move in together. It's like you're the man, so it's like it's on you to be the defender of the woman. So in case there's a burglar, it's like you're the guy who's got the job to take care of the burglar, and your wife can be part of that too, like help out. But it's like it's the man's job to be the defender of the home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's technically how it works.
yeah, yeah, let me ask you about the. I was looking over your shoulder there. Do you have some posters on the wall?
Oh yeah. Yep.
What are those?
Oh, those I've got like Britney Spears,
Uh
Jim
huh.
Carrey.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got like Shania Twain. I don't know if you can really see.
Man, I feel like a woman.
She does good music. Shania Twain.
There's a song that I like, Shania Twain. You're still the one I dream of, the
Yeah.
one that I belong to. You're
Yeah.
still the one I want for life. Looks like we made it. Look how far we come, my baby. That song, you know that song? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, her songs are great. Yeah, I've got all her albums. Yeah. But yeah, you can also see Bullfighter me. Well, yeah, that's so yeah, I've got a lot of posters up here. Yeah. You probably don't see a lot of people with posters in their rooms. Or do you?
Yeah.
But yeah. But yeah, I've been laying very low from going on other people's streams. If I do, like I said, if I do go on others, like I said, I just make if they're gonna like be crappy with me or whatever. I'm like, okay, yeah, see, I
Yeah.
ain't dealing with you.
Yeah. I'm a person that might not always be the easiest to get along with. I'm not a yes man, meaning I'm not like overly concerned with making you like me. Okay,
Right.
it's like I'm not afraid to hurt your feelings
Yeah.
with the truth because I'm a true friend. I like to picture myself as a true friend,
Right.
meaning somebody who, if you're my friend, and I'm gonna be looking to help you to improve. Okay, I'm gonna help you to be looking to help you to be the best man you can be, to be a good Christian, like to grow as a Christian, to grow as a man, and that doesn't mean that I'm like your grandfather, like looking down on you, but it's like I'm looking to help you to be your best self. Okay,
Mhm.
best Christian, grow as a Christian, grow as a man, have a good life. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, and since I'm not complacent and like I'm just gonna be a friend and we're gonna Ed is a guest, we're just gonna focus on having a good time, and I wait until he's sick with cancer and ask me, hey Mike, is there something I can do to feel better or be healthier? And it's like, no, I'm gonna be proactive. Where it's like, here's things to make it less likely you will have health problem X, Y, and Z. Okay. And here's things that will help you the next week to be healthier spiritually and physically, and so on and so forth. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully Monday. Yeah, I'll be working Monday. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Hopefully,
my.
we'll look at those water filters. It would be nice if she actually buys one. That'd be good.
Yeah.
That.
So let's tell the viewers so that, there's no mystery. Those water filters. So basically, Ed has been a guest on my channel, and one of the things I told her, I showed him my filter part, and I said, it's like, here's the thing I can recommend. It's like, what for your household? If you
Yeah.
want to improve your health, I recommend getting a water filter. Just something that will be good for your health.
Yeah.
And then he said, oh, maybe I get one, and maybe I ask my mom to take a look at water filters in the store next time she goes shopping for the house or something like this. So I do hope that you'll get one.
I hope so too. I hope it happens, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I hope so
yeah.
because I
It will
saw.
reduce the toxin influx. There will be less toxins getting into your body per month if you switch. If you get a water filter,
Yeah.
if you start filtering water, there'll be less toxins going to your body
Yeah.
per month
Now, do
every month.
you have one that's attached to your faucet or no?
No, no, I've had those before. It's
Okay.
like I used to have one. I don't remember I bought it. If it was on Wish or Temu, but I remember buying, not on Temu, like a system that went on the faucet.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
somewhere, and I've had this little
Mm-hmm.
knob. It's like a small little thing that you
Yeah.
put on, and it has activated charcoal
Mm-hmm.
uh, balls in there,
Yeah.
and it's like a multi-stage.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah. I think most that they have. I think you can put on your water faucet. That's what I'd like to try to have.
Yeah, these are good too. Okay,
Mhm.
rather than having on a water faucet, I'd say this is better than one that goes on the water
Okay.
faucet. Because let's say you want to have piping hot water out of the faucet to wash the dishes,
Mm-hmm.
the filter that goes on the water faucet that might be like destroyed and broken down by having super hot water in it. And
Yeah.
especially if there's like plastic components in it, if you have piping hot water, you're
Yeah.
releasing toxins from the plastic. So basically, it's better to have a filter pot for a lot of things where you
Oh.
can get cold water, lukewarm water in it. And then if you need super warm water, like hot water out of faucet,
Mm-hmm.
you
Right.
can have that. So I think that there's an advantage to having a filter pot over something that goes on the faucet because now it's attached there, and like all
Yeah.
the water will be filtered. Some water you might not need to filter it if you're gonna wash the dishes or something like this. You might not need a filter for it. So
Okay.
yeah, it's I don't think you need to have one that goes on the faucet really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. OMAD is great.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: do you have your own money to spend? It's like you have your own economy. Do you have like money that's your money?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I have my own.
So if your mom doesn't buy it, I guess you could save up to it if you wanted to
Yeah. I might do that.
for yourself.
I mean, I have like, yeah. Well, I'm not gonna show it to you, but I do got it. I will say.
Yeah, you need to send me your credit card and your PIN code so I can take a look. I'm joking, okay?
Yay.
Yeah,
That was a
obviously
joke.
you don't want to.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know that was a joke, so
yeah.
I was reading you.
Mhm.
Don't ask how I was reading you. I was reading you. Yeah, I can take jokes like that. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
Cool. Like, there's times to joke around and times to be serious. That's a time to joke around. So,
yeah. Here's my not filter pump. This is my kettle.
okay. Oh.
Comes from Amazon. I bought on Amazon,
Oh wow.
and it has a cylinder in the middle that
Mm.
I put St. John's wort
Okay.
in, like a tea,
Mm-hmm.
which I also bought on Amazon.
Mm.
So when I make coffee, it's St. John's wort. It's like tea and coffee, like a hybrid. So
Okay.
this is St. John's wort,
Mm-hmm. Oh.
and this comes from Amazon. This comes from Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not advertising. I don't have a connection to this.
Right.
I show stuff in my streams. Like, here's the Dolphin filter pot. There's nobody's paying me.
Right.
Right. Anyway, and you're supposed to say that because they just say, okay. Anyway, support. Yeah, so St. John's wort is one of many things I supplement with.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nice. Totally, man.
Yeah, I feel like I'm doing well today.
You're doing a lot of good. Took some.
I've been doing a good job with supplementation,
Yes.
which means normally sitting here under fluorescent light, I'd be more stressed from the fluorescent light and things like this. And but I can, being self-aware, I can sense that I'm not as ill affected by the fluorescent light as I have been before. So most likely due to anti-inflammatory supplements and calming supplements, I would say.
Yeah.
Certain supplements I take to help me to relax
Right.
and not be as stressed. Okay,
Mhm.
but certain things that can stress me out are fluorescent lights.
Oh yeah.
Now it could be if I sit there for like 3 hours, it gets to a point where I start getting super stressed by it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you know I got the autism, the
Yeah.
autismitis,
Oh yeah. 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 Yeah.
the neural autismitis.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a joke.
Yes.
Okay. Some people are sensitive to referring to autism as a disease or as a condition needing to be improved.
You're right.
And I'm not. I got autism. I got the autism.
Yeah,
And I
I
like to
believe you.
refer to it as a disease, an evil disease at that. An evil disease say they cleave unto him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got the autism,
Yes.
the autismitis.
Oh.
It's an evil disease.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that.
Yeah. So what's your plan? Do you have like what's happening in your life?
Well, not much really. Like I said, I had lunch with. I think you met Dylan. Had lunch with him. Went to Porter, which is a barbecue place.
Okay, Dylan is. I guess you could just say our friend, and
A
you
friend.
don't have to say who it is.
All right,
Yeah.
just a friend. Went out.
Yeah.
Good guy. You've met him, so.
Uh-huh.
So basically, I'm just here, and I'm just chilling out here, relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
And
So you read. I asked if you read the Bible, and you said you read what I sent to you, the Colossians.
yeah,
So I sent you something from Colossians.
yeah.
Yeah.
That Colossians. That's
Colossians.
yes, that's what I meant to say.
That's the practice you pronounce it. Colossians.
Colossians.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Colossians. I read that.
You're a native speaker American, but some of these words, like
good
Bible
read.
chapters, are a
Yes.
little bit like rare things that you don't hear in common speech.
Yes,
Colossians.
Colossians is a good read.
Mhm.
Yeah, and also the where Jesus was a shepherd. You see that one. That's a good one too.
Yeah, you returned unto the shepherd of your soul,
Yeah,
homie. Yeah. Right. Okay.
both those.
Now you have returned unto the shepherd of your soul, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
both are good reads. I will say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I still have it. Yeah, man.
So, what do you think would happen if you went outside and took a walk right now? You have a white shirt and you fall into a ditch and there's mud in there, you wrestle with a pig or something like this.
Ugh,
What do you think will happen to your shirt?
the shirt would get very dirty.
Yeah, it started out being white. Yeah,
Yeah.
so you would have to confess your sins. So that's how it works with the spiritual
Oh yeah.
life. That you go around in this world and you get into sins. Okay, you're gonna sin and you get dirt on you, and you
Mhm.
have to clean yourself. And you clean yourself by confessing your sins.
Right.
Yeah. If we confess our sins, He is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness.
Yes.
Cleanse. Yeah, that's
You're
the word it means to clean.
cleaned up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you have been washed, which means you've done the one time cleaning, meaning you believe the gospel, your sins have been washed away, and you're going to heaven. Now you still have like a short term temporal walk before you go to heaven, where in your life you can get dirty,
Yeah.
and there's no amount of getting dirty spiritually that will make you lose your salvation. We already went over that. You can't lose your salvation, but it can hurt your health. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we don't have to go to analogies or something like this. The
Right.
simple fact is, uh, we've been talking about that before. It's like how to live as a Christian. Like a fundamental is you need to
Yeah.
confess your sins,
Hmm.
pray to God, and part of your prayer life should be confessing your sins. I do that myself every day, so I'm not telling you to do something that I'm not doing myself.
Right.
Okay, yeah. I confess my sins daily. A lot of times it's like the first thing I start doing as I wake up. I wake up and I start praying to God and confessing my sins. And later on, so a lot of times it ends up being at least twice a day I pray to God confessing my sins.
Hmm.
Yeah. So what makes you happy? What do you feel is like highlights of your life, like in a month?
Mm.
What is it that you like doing the most in your life? Like that, do you have like I really like doing this? Like what something that you do or experience that you really like?
Mm. Let's see. Like I said, I like to basically, well, even though even when I'm working and walking, like taking customers to their cars, I'm walking at least.
Uh
That's the
huh.
one part. I'm enjoying that,
Uh huh.
and whatever I need to do, I do. I'm enjoying my job.
Uh huh.
'Cause I'm glad I have a job because it's like, hey, you lose your job, hey, what's next? It's like, oh boy, gotta be working. So I'm enjoying that,
Uh huh.
and I did get my 20 years. Got to stay at the hotel downtown, 250 a night. But hey,
But hold on, you got the 20 years.
yeah, I worked at my job. Yeah, 20 years. I'm out.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, I get it. So
yeah,
it's kind of like they used to have you work at a bank for 20 years to give you a gold watch or something like this,
something like that.
or something like that, or maybe a business, a trip somewhere. The job gives you a cruise.
Yeah,
I get it. So it's like a
yeah,
like a uh, loyalty
yeah,
type of thing.
something like
You've
that.
been like working for this company for more than a decade, 2 decades, and anybody that does that, you get this thing.
Yeah, like for example,
Okay.
like where I work, I've been like you do
Well
5.
done, thou good and faithful servant. Your
Yeah,
boss tells you, well
five
done, thou
years.
good and faithful. Thou hast remained faithful unto this company,
Yes.
and you get this reward.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
five
He owes
years,
it
you
to
go
you
to
basically. So his,
Maggiano's, you get a
yeah,
nice dinner, go out for like
yeah.
5 days.
God works the same.
Yeah,
Meaning,
10
if
years.
you work for God
Yeah,
consistently, you start like really serving God more and more, and you're faithful serving God. And let's say you have 20 more years before you die, or if the rapture happens,
hmm,
um, where everything you've done for God, like remaining faithful, working for God, doing things God wants you to do, you have a reward in heaven for that.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like
So
that.
it's not just about doing things.
Hmm.
It's not that the only incentive to do right as a Christian is that it makes your life better, living better. Okay, it's also about the future. When you go to heaven, there'll be rewards for you for things you've done on earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm always looking forward to the next 5 years. Get a nice free night, stay at the hotel, and you know have a nice dinner. I always look forward to that.
So they gave you like was it a full weekend, like Friday to Sunday, or was it like one
No,
night,
it, it
overnight?
no, it was. I think I went. Was it like a Friday night? It was like
Uh huh.
Friday night. Well, I went. I think it was Friday. Yeah, it was Friday. I think I went to the hotel, had the dinner. I think that's Friday night, and then you get the after the dinner, you go into your room. You have like your own. You get your. It's all paid. I mean, my company paid for it,
Okay.
and so I just spent the night in the hotel, and then left the next day. So it was like Friday night. So it was right into Saturday morning. Left Saturday morning, and then that's it.
Yeah.
So it was really nice. I enjoyed it,
Hmm.
and I'm always looking forward to having those days.
Hmm.
And I'll do it until I'm retired. I retire, and you know.
So I think you told me before. I asked like how you like your job, and you said that you like it.
Oh, I do.
So you don't feel like, oh, I hate my job, or it's like I gotta do it. You kind of enjoy it.
I mean, yeah, I do. I mean, I do what I'm supposed to do. I mean, there may be times I
Yeah.
might think to myself and say like, "Oh, well, they need to like hire people for whatever." I don't say that
Yeah.
out loud to like,
I get it. It's like if you work a job,
yeah,
every person's gonna have days where it's like Monday morning, I hate getting. It's like I don't like it, and maybe like a certain day you feel like I'm not really having fun with job. But the issue is if you keep doing the job, okay.
right,
So you don't have to like love it every minute. The
right,
issue is you have a job that is like you don't feel like I hate my job. That would be a problem.
yeah,
If you have a job where it's like I really hate this job, and that's how I feel all the time, that wouldn't be like good. So it's good if you have a job
yeah.
that you kind of at least don't have a big problem with. Like you don't hate your job, okay?
No,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't hate it. I mean, there are times where I'll think to myself and say like, oh, I really wish that they would just hire people for whatever, you know. I'll think that to myself and keep it to myself at times,
okay,
or I might say it to another one of my coworkers. But other than that,
yeah,
yeah, I'm
yeah. I get it. Maybe like if you're at work and it's like somebody is like, hey, somebody needs to clean the toilets or take the trash out, and like, wow, I wish that if they could get another guy to do that.
yeah,
It's like I don't like this part of the job or something like this. Is
yeah.
that what you're talking about? Yeah, I get it.
I mean, there's a lot of things. It's like I may not like to do, but I do it,
Hmm.
and but at least it's like, hey, you know what? I may not like to do it, but it's got to get done. So
Yeah,
so I just do it.
I played Anomaly model today for about what, I don't know, 30 minutes or so.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's a fun.
I've been thinking about starting over again. It's something that I do.
Mm,
It's like sometimes I start a clean run, start off
yeah,
from the beginning.
yeah,
Yeah, and sometimes it could be that it's like this is a point where you die enough times and it's like game over and you have to start over. But it's happened a few times. I start a run and I kind of feel like starting over from scratch again.
oh yeah, yeah. I get what you're saying.
And you learn. It's like I learn through playing it.
Oh yeah,
So it's like maybe I play it and it's like I try out different guns in the game, and it's like, oh, okay, this gun works. I like that gun. So next time I suddenly run, I know it's like, okay, work
Yeah.
towards getting this gun. That's the one I'm gonna use.
Yeah. Yeah, you always want to get guns that work. Don't want any that don't work.
Mm-hmm.
Get guns that don't work. That's a problem.
Something that's good, well, important in an open mod, it's getting guns that have good durability,
Yeah.
because when you use the gun, it will decay. Like you
Hmm.
will have to take it to a technician and repair it.
Yeah.
So there'd be more rounds to a technician to repair your equipment if it
Yeah.
doesn't have good durability. So it's like a stat. We
Yeah.
buy a gun and they have, like, let's say they have 20 pistols in the game. And some
Right.
pistols, if you fire 100 rounds, it goes from 100% like mint condition
Yeah.
to 84% from just 100 rounds or something.
Yeah.
And another gun, you can fire 300 rounds before it
Hmm.
goes to 84. So if
Yeah.
I'm out in the zone, I'm running around, I'll be spending less money and less time repairing it.
Yeah.
So there's less work to maintain it if it has good durability,
Yeah.
and less money spent to repair it.
Yeah.
So economy is important again.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when I play, like I've got like GTA Definitive Edition. I think I showed you the cover of that.
Hmm.
Yeah, and you can like there's like what do you, oh yeah, what do you call they have what's called like ammunition,
Hmm.
and you go in there and you can get like ammo for weapons. Like they show like the icon of the weapons and it shows the
Oh.
price, and you just get like more ammo. Sometimes I'll do that
In
when
a GTA, right?
yeah, Grand Theft Auto, yeah,
I remember that. I played that game. I remember the ammunition.
yeah. Yeah, they have. They've got them in like GTA 3. They've got it. And I'm sure they're in like almost all of them. I haven't played. I
Yeah.
played the first one. I haven't really seen them in there unless you have to progress.
Yesterday, I was in my living room. You know,
Oh,
when sometimes I'm in my living room at the desk.
yeah,
That's where I had a computer, and I had a little light there.
mm,
Okay,
yeah,
and it broke. I think as I was
mm,
like I kicked it, moving my legs under the table and hit it or whatever, but it went out. I'm like, oh, and I prayed to God. That was annoying. I prayed to God that if I have a light bulb somewhere at home, that He help me find it. And then today I was going through cupboards and I found a light bulb.
mm,
So I said, thank God for that.
yeah.
It's like the little things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a good thing.
the small things make a big difference.
Oh, yes, they do.
So let me ask you this: are you gonna get into finally get over yourself and start taking vitamin C?
I hope to do that.
Yeah,
Well, what
because
I
it's
really
only you standing in between you and taking vitamin C. So you have to get over yourself, like jump over yourself or get around or stuff like this. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I hope that you will start taking vitamin C.
I mean, I know I can get vitamin C through like grapefruits. I can get it with orange juice, but like I said, that is not enough. Of course,
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah. Don't
dang.
get me started. Yeah,
Well, I mean, that's how you can get vitamin C through those things,
yeah, but not enough.
right?
So I don't believe that you can get enough vitamin C
Through it as well.
from fruits and vegetables alone.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. So I know you can get it. Yeah, right. It is not enough.
yeah. Just because something has vitamin C doesn't mean that it's enough. Okay,
Right.
it's like, well, I know that you can get water from the tap or something like this. Now, if you're drinking a shot glass of water a day, it's like, yeah, tap water has water, but you're not getting enough. Okay, so it's not that if you get vitamin C, you check the box. I'm getting vitamin C because I eat an orange now and then or something like this. You're not getting enough is the issue. So it would be good if you could get at least 3 grams a day
Yes, that would be good.
in supplemental form.
Yeah.
One lemon has less than 100 milligrams of ascorbic acid, vitamin C.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I'm recommending to you 3,000 milligrams per day, bare minimum. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I really do hope, Greg. I do hope we do get a water filter. That would be good
Yeah.
because
Yeah. Well, that's something. Yeah.
yeah, at least it'll.
Me, there's not a day that I don't take at least 10 grams of vitamin C. That's 10,000 milligrams. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I don't take 10 grams once a day. I spread it out. So it's like in
yeah,
total from waking up to going to bed. Okay.
yeah.
From waking up to going to bed, I get at least 10 grams into my body.
Okay.
Yeah. The way that I do it, I make vitamin C water and I go sipping on it throughout the day. And then,
Oh,
like a concentrate, and I add more water over time. So it's like I make a vitamin C water bottle like a liter. I like
oh,
to put creatine and B comps in there as well. And then I
mhm,
drink a little bit and I go filling it up from my water filter, my filter pump, and keep adding more water.
mhm.
Yeah. So maybe that you wouldn't have had that seizure if you would have been taking all my advice. Like since you got to know me, if you'd been like, "I'm here, Mike. I want just a health fitness coach. I'll do everything you tell me to do." Maybe you wouldn't have had that seizure that you had.
Maybe.
That's something that I thought as I heard you say that you had a seizure.
Yeah.
I would like face palm. It's like I feel like here's one of these cases where it's like he wouldn't have had that if he would have been listening to me all this time, like taking my advice. Now you're a man, okay, so I'm not trying to force you, but I will be forceful in my uh, recommendations. Like if I know that you're hurting by not taking vitamin C, it's hard for me to let it go and be like, I
Right.
just stop talking to him about it. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Likely, knock on wood, I hadn't had any more episodes. So.
okay. I've had a lot of episodes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they call like someone having a lot of. Well, nah, I don't want to say that.
No, episode can apply to all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre had a song, "Let's chill to the next episode."
Oh yeah.
So
Right.
yeah, the episodes is it's the chill, being calm, and then there's the episodes.
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. It's like I'm just lucky right now. I haven't had any more happen. Huh.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the whole point of. Yeah, I'm just doing my best to do whatever I can to not trigger these things.
hmm.
Yeah.
So when you talk to the doctor about this, what did they say?
Well, likely right now they've just said that I'm just basically just more. They just basically just said like, okay, well, let's see, you had what 2? Okay, so you can't drive for 6 months. Okay,
Okay, did you have a driver's license?
well, I have one. Yeah,
Okay, but so they put something on your driver's license, so you're not allowed to drive.
I haven't really seen anything that says I can't drive.
Hmm.
Um,
So your doctor said you shouldn't drive, but they didn't do like a legal thing on your driver's
no,
license that you okay. They didn't revoke your driver's license.
no, no, no,
Okay.
nothing like that. No, 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 no. I mean,
There, we had a ridiculous little troll in the chat that's gonna get blocked.
yeah. Bye bye. You're gonna get blocked. You're gonna
They
get
wrote, "Is
blocked.
Gray in the King James Bible?"
Hmm.
No, Pharisee. I'm a satanic, evil person because I'm referencing a secular song, you Pharisee. Oh, yeah. What a disgusting person. So it's like passive aggressive, like a weak little feminine sissy, first of all. Not only are you hiding behind anonymity like most cowards are, but it's like some kind of Pharisee. Is Dre the King James Bible? No. Okay. Exercising is not the King James Bible either. Um, okay. OMAD fasting is not the King James Bible either, but I do it. Okay. So it's like, what is your insinuation? It's like, Mike, you're doing, stop being passive aggressive and weak, okay, like a coward. Men like me are direct, and it's effeminate to be indirect. So you're being passive aggressive, like insinuating something, as if like I make a reference to a song. It's like, oh, Dr. Dre, he's not in King James Bible. What's your point? There's like, I'm sinning by saying there's a song, just chill to the next episode. That's a Dr. Dre song. Okay. Ed here might tell me, I watched the Steelers game or WWE WrestleMania yesterday. It's like, it's WWE wrestling in the King James Bible. It's like, no. Okay, so it's like, what's your point? You're being ridiculous. I'm not letting you up, you idiot. I don't spend time with disgusting freaks like you.
That's
You will not
right.
learn
He's
hate
not
evil.
letting you up. You stupid
Abhor that which is
prick.
evil, cleave to that which is good. So I abhor the evil which is flowing out of you. And what fellowship hath light with darkness, and he to be with an infidel? I don't like to spend time with disgusting freaks like you. Okay? You're not worth of my company. I don't want to spend time with you.
No, I'm not laughing at you. Don't worry. I love how you're handling.
Drop the link.
Yeah, right. He ain't gonna drop the link for you because you are a pussy. You're a pussy.
He also wrote, having a seizure in the car is highly irresponsible. So this person is one of these ridiculous people that is just showing up here to attack the both of us. Okay. So it's like, oh, I'm here to say you're doing something wrong. It's like, oh, a guy had a seizure. You're gonna get blocked. Okay. He's gonna get blocked.
You're gonna get blocked. You're gonna get blocked, you stupid troll. Bye.
Yeah, you don't have to go to theatrics. It's better you being authentic, okay?
I was just kind of being like you because you did stuff.
Well, when I'm doing things, I'm being authentic, okay? Which means if I'm angry, I go, "You're a disgusting piece of crap, buddy. You're getting blocked," okay? Now, if you're kind of like you're doing it like you're an actor, where it's like you're getting blocked or something like that, it becomes kind of weird, okay? So, but maybe it's like a skill that you can refine it. It can become kind of like a performance that's
because you used to kind of do it that way.
aggravating.
So I learned from you.
Well, yeah, okay. So that's you're emulating,
Right.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I'm
would be like if I have a style where it's like if I get angry and organically if I get angry, sometimes I like, hey, you idiot, or something like this. That's not necessarily it's like, oh, that's how Mike expresses his anger a lot of times. So I'll try to express my anger in the same way. It's like there's a way that naturally you express your anger and you don't have to like model my expression methods because my expression methods are unique to me and some of them might not even be optimal. So, yeah.
Bye bye, troll. Have a nice life.
Okay. Yeah. You so yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you in the chat, you're gonna get blocked. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Bye bye.
Sometimes I have trolls. I noticed that. Noticed that earlier tonight actually.
Yeah.
There's people that are so obsessed that they have 10 fake accounts.
Yeah.
And they go leave an unlike on my video.
Yeah.
And then YouTube figures out it's the same person. So when I went live and when I went to YouTube Studio to add, like after you joined, with Edward Trash Talker, okay, I see like the list, there's like 10 unlikes. Then I refresh it and it says 0 unlikes, which means there's one person that has made 10 accounts and switches between 10 accounts to click the unlike button on my stream.
Yeah.
And then YouTube detects like it's the same person using 10 accounts to hit the thumbs down on my stream. So remove them all, see? So it's like 0 unlikes on the video.
Right.
Okay. See? Yeah. So that's kind of that's an obsessed person. The unlikes are screams from the haters. Screams from the haters got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero needs to see me sing, haha, yeah, yeah. It's Kanye West in the King James Bible. I don't think he is. Okay. Yeah. Earplugs not in the King James Bible either, but I talk about it sometimes and wear them daily. Or earplugs in the King James Bible? No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that troll can go live, and I ain't going over.
Yeah, don't even reference them, okay? We're not going to help them get views if they have.
Well, I'm not saying the who's writing. I said.
Once again, yeah. Yeah, so let's get back to the conversation here.
Yeah.
What did the doctor say? Okay.
That's it. Just said like 6 months. You can't drive for 6 months. I mean, pretty much. I could do like almost normal activity.
Mhm.
Yeah, just can't
Yeah,
like.
but what I'm really interested in, if the doctor gave you any quality information in terms of diagnostics. Like, did it tell you what they think might have caused it? Some actionable intelligence, where it's like, we think it might have been caused by too much sodium in your blood, so you go on a low sodium diet or something like this.
Well, I think one of whatever happened was possibly dehydration,
Okay,
but we don't know the second one. So,
okay.
yeah, I mean, the second one could be a possible mystery.
Hmm.
So we don't know. That's the whole point of having these, whatever I had. No, not
Hmm.
that, but the EEG, MRI stuff. I already had those.
I think MRI is an acronym stands for magnetic resonance imagery, possibly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Then they have a CAT scan.
yeah,
CAT. And is it the CAT scan that involves injecting contrast fluid into your body? I'm not sure. But
yeah.
there is some kind of test to do that where they inject contrast fluid, which is
Mhm.
more or less radioactive, I think.
Yeah,
Either it's a heavy metal or it's radioactive. But it's something that is not something you just inject for good health in general. It is kind of like a necessary evil where they inject contrast fluid into you to be able to get
correct.
more detailed information with their diagnostic tools, whatever that is.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah. I don't. So, yeah, like I said, hopeful. Like I said, I mean, I'll have an appointment like in June, so I'll go
Hmm.
see, find out what's going on, and then August I also got. So I don't know when August is, but
Yeah. If they say you shouldn't be driving cars, you should also be careful operating heavy machinery.
yeah,
Yeah. Meaning you shouldn't be using a chainsaw or something like that.
yeah,
I mean, let's say you
hmm
and your dad sometimes go and like use a chainsaw to cut down trees
yeah,
for firewood. That
yeah,
would be another thing that you should avoid doing.
yeah,
If
yeah,
it's not safe for you to drive,
yeah,
then it's not safe for you to operate a chainsaw either.
yeah, yeah. I haven't really actually operated one, so
Okay.
I think my dad has, but I've
Mhm.
done it.
I saw a video show up police body cam footage from these
Mm.
so I end up looking at sometimes can be interesting. And it was a guy who was having an episode, different type of episode,
Yeah.
and he was running around with a chainsaw, and
Ooh.
he arrived outside of an elderly home,
Oh wow.
and he was starting to cut down a tree. The cops get called. Then he forces entry. Like he gets into the elderly home and he runs down with a chainsaw.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, okay,
Oh yeah.
inside the elderly home, and obviously that made people concerned. And a cop was called, and it starts out being just one cop.
Right.
Yeah, and eventually he ended up getting shot. I don't know if he died, but it's not surprising.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. No need to go into all the details. So.
A chainsaw is mostly dangerous
Yeah.
when it's in motion, when it's moving.
Oh,
When the
absolutely.
chainsaw is turned off, it's not really that dangerous.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I really hope that.
I'm gonna have some more coffee here.
Oh
I
yes.
still didn't break my fast yet.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Do the OMAD fasting. Do you remember what that means?
OMAD is one meal a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do TMAD.
You do 3 MAD.
Oh, it's three mad. I thought T mad. Okay, that's T mad meaning two. Okay, three mad. Yes,
Okay, 2 MAD.
that's what I meant. I meant three mad. I said I thought
Okay, so how many meals are you eating per day?
I do three.
Okay, no, it's 3 MAD then.
Three mad. Okay. I
Hmm.
thought that there was. I've been calling it T mad. Okay, I need to call it three mad then.
You
Okay.
can call it 3 MAD. So
Okay, I need to call it three mad. Three mad is what I do.
yeah,
I've been calling it T mad just to be funny, but it's three.
yeah,
It's three mad.
yeah. Well, if it's T, that could be two,
Yeah.
because
It could also be
yeah,
three, I think, right?
yeah, it could be three.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I need to just say, "Oh, I do three mad."
Hmm. Yeah, that would be the acronym.
Yeah. So I need to use
Yeah.
the acronym
So OMAD,
three mad. One
that stands for 1 meal a day.
meal a day.
2 MAD, that's 2 meals a day. And 3 MAD would be 3 meals
That's
per
three.
day.
Okay. So I guess four mad would be 4 meals a day.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah. Who eats
you're getting it.
does four
Yeah.
mad? I'd like to know that. Who does four mad?
Although we does 4 or 5 MAD sometimes.
Oh wow! Dang!
Yeah, yeah.
Woo! I've never seen.
That your reaction to that was if I told her she's climbing Mount Everest three
Right.
times a day or something. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
well, don't worry.
She has tried. She's done OMAD before.
Okay. How does she like it?
Yeah. Well, I had to ask her. It's been a long time, but it's like she didn't really hate it. Okay.
Oh, right. I got you now.
But how she prefers to eat now is more than once a day.
Okay.
Me, I prefer eating once a day.
Once a day. Okay. Yeah, I do three mad. Yeah, I've never done 4 or 5 mad. That'd be almost difficult for me.
Hmm.
Well, if I do a 3 or 4, yeah, sometimes I'll have make some popcorn, but I don't know if that really counts.
Yeah, I watched a video. Even Andrew Tate has started doing OMAD.
Oh wow.
Now, most likely not as consistently as I've been doing it,
Mm-hmm.
like now and then. I saw a Greg Doucette video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fake natty. He's a fake natty.
Oh.
Greg Doucette is the fakest of the natties there ever was. I'm gonna make a video exposing that guy as a
Mm.
fake natty. Greg Doucette, natty or not,
Mm-hmm.
Mike SAHA. And I'm gonna be this is screenshot to show. Look at his pecs and his shoulders.
Mm.
This guy is far from natty.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Now here's the thing. I'm being facetious. He's not. He's an open non-natty. Okay, so he admits to past steroid use, whatever he's been
Right.
doing. Yeah,
Yeah.
hormonal. He's been doing PEDs. Okay,
Mm.
I do PES, performance enhancing supplements,
Oh,
and
okay.
have been doing so for years. Yeah,
Wow.
long term PES use.
Mm.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
That's good. I mean, all the training you're doing. I mean, no one's gonna mess with you. Huh.
Well,
Well,
people
you're
are
not
mad.
competitively, so you're just training like for fun. So
Yeah,
yeah, you're not.
yeah.
You're not going into any competition stuff. So I mean, that's
No, no, but it's like nobody's gonna mess with me. Well, the issue is even if you're a person who's dangerous and not to be messed with, if you get to a status where other people say, "I'm back," yeah. So I have to, even if you become a person that's not to be messed with, and it's like you're more dangerous than average guy, you're more capable to do harm.
yeah.
Doesn't mean there won't be fools out there that will want to mess with you. Okay.
Hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's people that are fools. Okay, so
Yeah.
speak for these water cam videos. Typically, like the average American cop is not somebody you should mess with because they'll brutalize you and get away with it a lot of time.
Yeah.
So, but you still have people all the time that are like smaller, less trained, and physically less tough, and they're still like pick fights with a cop and end up hurt a lot of times. So
Right.
it's not that it's like a law of the universe that if you become well trained and physically tough enough that it keeps people from trying to mess with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Totally.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah.
Yeah, you look like you're pretty relaxed.
Oh yes.
Mhm.
I like to be relaxed, chilling out. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, so are you having a good time being a guest on the Mike Saha Live Broadcasting Network?
I want to say absolutely.
Okay,
This is like
that's
the
good.
best right here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I stay away from the very deceptive and deceiving shows.
yeah,
But like I said, I mean, there are some people I know that I trust that aren't deceptive and deceiving, but the ones that are deceptive and deceiving, yeah, I don't deal with them.
yeah. I did remember warning you, so you're referencing out of view information. I told you in an email once to like be careful. We would talk about
Yeah,
streaming. It's like be careful. There's a lot of deceivers out
yeah,
there.
yeah. Be
Yeah,
careful who you spend time with
yeah.
and hang out with.
Because you were hurt by this Lou and this other woman. Okay, and they were being deceptive.
That's why I don't. That's why I don't go to their streams anymore.
Yeah, that's good.
And I haven't really contacted them. I've been staying away from their shows.
Yeah.
Like I said, now if I do watch, I might watch lurk, but I'm not gonna like sub. I'm not gonna support them.
I don't lurk,
Okay.
as they say. I don't lurk watch. If I watch a stream, I announce my presence. I make my presence known. I
I,
think there's something strange with people that sit and watch content and don't leave a comment. Okay,
hmm,
so it's like 99% of the time, if I'm watching something for more than a minute, I'm gonna leave a comment. If that's just putting in a random emoji or like a wave emoji or whatever it's gonna be. So
yeah. Yeah. It's like I watched somebody bit, and I just like, okay, I'm leaving.
mhm.
I just left.
Do you want to train a little bit of martial arts?
Oh, sure. Why not?
It's up to you. I'm not going to force you. Be like, oh, I don't want to be. Like, oh, I hate going on Mike streets. He always wants to train martial arts. But if since you said, yeah, we can
You're
do it.
offering, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah,
Sure. Let me get on up. Let me.
get on up. Oh, come on, don't get on up. Okay. So let's practice elbow strikes again. Okay. Yeah. See, you remember. That's good. You remember what last? Yes. Okay. Yes. 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 That could hurt somebody. Okay. Wait a minute. The first two ones were better than the last one. So the upward one, let's practice that a little bit more. So if you stand like this and you go like that, yeah, it's a little bit more of a complex movement because a lot of times it requires that you kind of turn your body to get the right angle so you can throw it up. These are kind of, you can throw the sideward, the ones from the side, pretty
Yeah.
much any position. I can stand like this and throw an elbow strike from the side or here. Okay. Now this one is a little bit more body position, like stance dependent. So it's like here. Yeah. So if you stand like this,
Okay.
let your left arm hang down and you point your shoulder to me. Let's do this. Okay, stand like this with the left shoulder towards the camera. Yeah, and then you go like this. Turn a little bit. Okay, and then do this. Yeah, you go from here. Here. Okay, do this. Stand like this, wide, like this. Okay, and it froze. Okay, here. Yeah, let's forget about that for now. Okay, we practiced the other ones. So here, stand like this. Okay, and then the left one. What's on the left one? Let's do this diagonal. See here. If you have enough space, you can sync it, do a step in, makes it more powerful. So instead of at a distance, take a step forward while I'm throwing it. And it makes it more powerful. So from here, you move forward and then you throw it. If you look at my legs, I'll show you if you have enough space. So I'm starting from over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm moving in and throwing it. Only now it's more bent so you can see it.
Yeah.
So from here, and then I quickly close the distance, step in, and then throw it. And that makes it like at least twice as powerful, I'd say. Because your whole body is behind it. If I'm throwing it here, it's mostly like the arm, the weight of the arm crashing into the opponent.
Okay.
If you're from a distance, you step in, and I'm moving my whole body in front. See, I'm moving my whole body, and then the elbow strike. So it's the power of the arm moving, and the whole body behind it. So it makes that more powerful.
Okay.
Crashing into your.
Okay.
See here. Well, that's from the side. So what I'm trying to get you to do is the diagonal one. That goes like this. Okay? So it goes over your shoulder. So it's not like this, it's like this.
Okay, so.
Well, yeah, kind of. So stand like this. Okay. And then do this slow motion now. Do this, just that. Okay, yeah. So you're still doing like the sideways one. So it goes from above. See what it doesn't go like this. It goes like this.
Oh.
So it's like you're trying to hit here.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Keep the body static, and just practice bringing your arm. So don't move. Okay, we'll practice static. Just stand still, and then move only the arm, pretty much. See what I'm doing?
Okay. Okay.
If you see where it goes, see it's up here. It's above my head. Well, no, you're still doing it from the side. So, see? Yes, that's better, okay? Look at what I'm doing. Now just stand and look and don't do anything. And look at me doing it a few times. So this is the... See?
Okay.
It's not this.
Okay.
It's
you're going
this. It goes up.
Okay.
It goes up. So from here,
Mm-hmm.
it goes up. See?
I got you. Okay.
See, it goes up here like you're chopping a tree or something like this.
Right. So I have to go up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
And if the head is here, that would be the right. angle. If it's somewhere
Right.
else, if the head is here, you might have to turn
Oh
it
yeah,
one way and
yeah,
then throw it. But it's like this is for being static. Here's the target that I'm attacking.
yeah.
So there,
Okay.
see. If I want to attack here, I might want to go to the side,
Right.
jump to the right,
Oh yeah.
and then drop the sword,
Yeah.
depending on what
Okay.
situation. Yeah.
So let's see if I can get it now. So let's see here.
That's still from the side. Okay.
Oh,
So maybe you locked into, you got the muscle memory, you're doing that one. Okay.
yeah.
Now what I'm trying to get you to do is to do the
Yeah,
one that comes from above.
I can.
So just stand like this. Just stand like this. Okay. Okay. With your hands high. This might help you. And then you do this. Yeah. So you want to go up. See, notice what I'm doing. Here's my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And the hand goes down and the elbow goes up.
Okay.
From above. So if you go,
There.
okay, let's do this. Do this. Pretend like you're grabbing something up here. Okay. So your hand goes up here, and then you just turn it. Okay. So put your head up here,
Okay.
and then you turn it. Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. See. Okay. So now I got you to attack from above. So now we can refine this. So I figured out like the body intelligence how to communicate a movement pattern to you. So I had to kind of trick you into being able to get the elbow from above. So that works. Like pretend you're grabbing something up here and then you turn it like this. Okay.
All right, so like.
Yeah. So you can go like this. You know how to throw a baseball. You know how to
Oh
throw
yeah.
a baseball. You hold a baseball and you throw it like an overhand where it comes maybe like this, see?
Mm-hmm.
Similar to that, only with the elbow.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on. I need to plug in my laptop. It started getting a low battery warning.
Uh-oh.
I started getting low battery. Yeah. Be right back. I'm gonna get the chair.
Yeah, go ahead.
Maybe you should get one of these training things. Maybe you should get something that you can use for training martial arts at home. You
Mm.
could get like a balloon on a floor stand, like one of these things that are like a floor stand that has a ball on top of it, and you can use that for all kinds of training. You could use that to practice kicking,
Okay.
elbow strikes, punching, even knife fighting martial arts. You could practice baseball bat techniques, all kinds of stuff. Stick fighting, knife fighting, attack. You can use it for all kinds of training.
Okay. I'm sure I've got something in the house I could use. I'll take a look.
Yeah.
There's something there, I'm sure. Don't mind all of that. Yeah.
It's my birds.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good birds. Hi, birds.
They look like they want to rest under a cat cage.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good I checked. I need to refill the water.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Maybe you should get one of these floor stand martial arts training devices.
Mm.
That depends.
Yeah.
Depends on what you want to do.
Yeah. I'm sure I probably got something in my house that can make use.
Hmm.
That's what I'll take a look for. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I can use at least. I mean, I know a pillow doesn't really do much, but at least I can practice with it. Like have it stand somewhere and kind of do a little elbow striking with that.
It's good to have something to practice
Yeah, yeah, I've
for
got.
exercise.
Yeah, I do have some pillows I could probably practice
A
stuff.
lot of times it's superior to train at home over training at a gym.
Yeah. Oh
It's
yes.
better.
Oh yeah.
It's like if you're gonna consistently exercise at least once a week, exercise something. If
Mhm.
you say, "Well, I got a job, I come home from work and I'm home," it's like you gotta get on your clothes and pack a bag and go somewhere and
Mhm.
train and then get back home again. It's like more moving to the gym. Okay, so it's like basically it can be better to train at home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and you also save a lot more money too.
yeah. It's like an investment if you buy a uh, something you can use for training at home.
Yeah.
Let's say you buy a 10 kilo dumbbell set on Amazon, for example,
Hmm.
which I bought.
Oh yeah.
It's like $50. Maybe that would be the same price as a 1 month for a gym membership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something to look into. Yeah, hear the birds chirping. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
They're good. I love it. I love birds chirping. Birds chirping is great. Yeah. Let's see if
Hey, I'm going to need your help in about 3 to 5 minutes. I'll be downstairs in my workbench or.
yeah. Mhm. Well, at least I remember like the elbow strike. At least I know the side stuff. I have to work on the angle ones when we go ping. Those are the ones I really got to work on.
Yeah, the one that comes from
Yeah,
upright.
that's if I do. Yeah, yeah, probably have to do more work on those. Ooh. Let's see. You have to be standing.
Yeah, so your health could improve if you follow my advice, but the problem is you're not following my advice.
Mm,
I'm a quality leader. People take my advice and follow me, improve mentally, physically, spiritually. At least in the spiritual, you've been taking my advice. But in the natural, the physical, you have yet to start taking vitamin C,
mm.
which is not good. It'd be good if you would start taking that advice, the physical advice.
At least I'm doing spiritually.
Yeah, if you would have been following me, I don't think you would have had that seizure. If when you met me, you would have started taking my advice and like, I'm here to follow you, Mike, and take all your health fitness advice. I don't think you would have had the seizures. Quite possibly that could have been prevented. Yeah.
Right.
A lot of times God knows what's going to happen in the future, so he give you a chance to avoid a destructive outcome. So like I make sure in my providence that Ed has a person in his life that, well, if he takes his advice, he'll be benefiting from it. And then if you refuse and rebel, you'll be devoured with the sword for the mouth God has spoken, type of thing. So this is how God operates all the time. It's like, I'll make Mike and Ed cross paths because I know Mike will preach the gospel to Ed, and I know that Ed will believe it eventually. Okay. And it's like, and also this person will help him with health fitness advice. And if he takes Mike's advice, he'll avoid health problems. And then if you choose to not take my advice, you get the health problems. And it could be that God knows what's going to happen if you don't do something. Now, it's like I said, it's up to you.
Yeah. Well, like I said, at least I hadn't have any more episodes.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
It was.
You're not getting anywhere near enough vitamin C per day as what you need.
Yeah.
You're getting sub-gram amounts of vitamin C. It's
Yeah.
like you eat an orange here and there's some grapes or something like this. You're getting sub-gram amounts of vitamin C per day, less than a gram. And what I've been telling you for years is I recommend it to get like bare minimum. You need multi-gram amounts, more than like bare minimum 3 grams a day, 3, 6. Okay. So
Right.
it's up to you.
Yeah. Yeah, well, martial arts training with you was totally fun. I enjoyed doing that.
Be good if you could get a floor stand thing so you could do impact training where you can actually, like what I have, you just stand in front of something and impact something with a technique, hit something.
Yeah.
Shadow boxing could be a way to learn a technique, but you want to take it to impact training.
Right.
Yeah. Do you have a thing? You have a fidgeting thing where you
Oh,
do
I think
something.
it's maybe when I'm nodding my head or something, doing some type of
Okay. It kind of sounds like you were like rubbing a computer or something.
DJ, like being a DJ.
Yeah, but maybe it's just the vibrations if you have your laptop or something and you're shaking. So
That might be it. Yeah.
I'm looking at stuff on another tab here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, checking some things.
Nice.
Yeah, so I might start meal prepping for my own meal pretty soon.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm saying nice. That's
Yeah.
yeah, I'm learning at least. Yeah. I'm not saying the others that's out of place. I'm not thinking.
You could try oh man if you wanted to. It's another thing you might want to try.
Right. Yeah, one meal a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I've been doing 3, man.
So, what do you want? Do you want to stay on here for some more time, or do you want to leave?
Well, I think I think my dad's gonna need my help pretty shortly.
Yeah, because I was thinking about ending the stream pretty soon and
so I'll
do some other stuff.
go ahead and get out.
If you'd be like, no, Mike, I love it. Let's stay on. I'd be
Yeah,
like,
I'd love to do that.
That's why I asked you, okay?
The only
Because
thing
you have like some influence there. So if I ask you, do you want to keep going or stop? You were like, I want to keep going. But he seems to really want to keep going. So yeah, okay, let's keep going. Okay, we can do another 30 minutes. But
I would love.
I don't really feel like I start to feel like, maybe I'll finish the stream, okay, and then I'd ask you. So if you don't feel like it's important to stay on, we can finish this, and you can come back another time.
Yeah. Whenever you do another stream, like I said, if I'm available, I'm happy to join you anytime I'm available. It's just if I were to stay on, then what happens when my dad needs my help, and that's like, oh shit.
Yeah. So I can keep doing what I've been doing, meaning I go live, and at least now and then when I start a stream, I send an email to you
Sure.
with the invite link, and then if you see it and feel like joining, you can click it and join.
Yeah.
That's what happened today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do it. I'm all for it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
take care, Ed, and don't
All
forget
right.
to say your prayers, read your Bible.
Yes. That's the sins. Yes. Absolutely. All right. Well, you have a good night. And like I said, I'm happy to join you anytime I'm available. So,
Yeah.
right. You
Okay.
have a great night.
Okay. God bless you.
Bless you too. God bless you and
And
me.
I hope you will think about what I told you, and
Yes.
pray to God. Is what I want to do, and pray to God about if Mike's right. I should take a lot of vitamin C. Like pray to God about this.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I believe that God wants you to take vitamin C several grams a day.
Yeah.
So you talk to God about this. Pray to God. It's like if this guy Mike is right, I should take a lot of vitamin C. Uh, Show me that or something like this. You can pray to God and he'll work on your heart.
Right.
He's already worked on your heart to get to see the truth. But it's like if you're asking him to help you see something, understand something, know the truth, that can make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're saved. Lost people shouldn't be praying. They should believe the gospel. Then their prayer life starts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's finish up, Ed.
Sure.
Okay. Thanks for joining me today.
Absolutely. Hey, is it cool if I do my catch enders?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Well, let me do it. Can I do a?
Go ahead. Your show.
If it's not your grandmother's pimento cheese, it ain't pimento cheese, cause I said so. I'm Edward the Trash Talker, and if it's not your grandma's pimento cheese, it's not pimento cheese. And that's the bottom line, because I said so.
Hell
Okay?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
You got it.
Now you do it. Okay?
All right.
You go.
I'll first start out and say, well, if it ain't Duke's, it ain't mayonnaise. And if it's not your grandma's pimento cheese, then it ain't pimento cheese. And that's the bottom line because I said so.
That's right. Boogie woogie.
Boogie woogie out.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So, okay, it was good being on with you, okay?
All right. Good hanging with you, as always. And I'm happy to join you anytime I'm available.
Yeah, you're worthwhile. Okay, sometimes I'm in a mood and I kind of get irked, and it's like little things like this. But it's like you're worthwhile. Sometimes it's like you're a little bit annoying. Sometimes I'm a little bit annoying, but I feel like you're worthwhile. Okay,
Yeah.
it's like I like spending time with you.
Oh,
Sometimes it's some things we get a little bit of friction, but it's worth it. Okay,
We
I feel
work
like
it
it's
out.
worth hanging out with you.
Yes.
It's worthwhile.
Hanging out with you
Yeah.
too, man.
Yeah. Okay. Take care, Ed.
All right. You too.
Okay. God bless you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Take care. Okay, let's...
If you don't know how to leave, I can kick you. It looks like he figured it out possibly. Well, it's frozen. Yeah, so yeah, I have to kick him because he's still up as a guest but frozen. So I have to kick. Okay, there you go. So let's bear the video. I'm Maxa.